Hello and welcome to Pug Life Chronicles. I'm your host, George Zayas, along with my partner and good friend, Dave Sieve. We're here at WTF. Tonight is Friday night.
What the?
Yeah,
where we at? What the?
What the?
What?
No, it's
what the Franks and Beans? What is it?
work, train, fight. You got to work, you got to train, and you got to fight.
Work, train, fight. Get your mind out the gutter.
That's
all
right. That's right.
Franks and Beans.
And you've
My
seen us here
gosh.
before. We're here again live right from New York.
We'd have to be alive, George. Otherwise, the broadcast would be very,
Yeah, this
very,
is not a pre-recorded.
very boring.
This is live. This is live.
It would be very boring.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So we're here for more amateur boxing this evening, and we want to welcome you and thank you for joining us this evening.
Right.
We welcome you to share the link.
We went live. Are we ready for like the national anthem or something like that?
Almost, just about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
about.
I don't see nobody getting ready to sing.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit boxing, and we're going to talk a little bit about the tournament before the national anthem. So
Okay.
we got a little bit, and we're going to say
All
hello
right.
to some of the people tuning in this evening here on Pug Life Chronicles.
Angie Mendoza is watching.
Angie is a regular. Angie, thank you. You know what? She's one of our Angie. If I had a hat, I'll tip it to you because she's always watching.
You
She's
think
always
she's a
sharing.
fan, or you think she's just bored with nothing to do? What do you think?
I think she's a fan.
All right, I'm just checking. I'm checking.
Angie likes boxing.
All
Angie
right.
likes boxing.
Okay.
All right, and then we got Owen Ortiz, my boy. You seen him? Big O, double O.
He's big. He's a
Big guy.
He's a big boy.
He's like 6'4".
He looks like a walking light bulb because his head is bald and he's got a big head.
So we want to say hello to
saying,
Owen
man.
Ortiz and also Miguel Sanchez. Thank you for joining us here on Pug Life
Miguel
Chronicles.
Sanchez, he's a smart man. He's a
Yes, he
smart
is.
man.
Very smart because he's
Smart.
tuning into Pug Life Chronicles. That's
smart.
why he's smart.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
He's got things to do. I know he's not bored, but he's still tuning in.
That's right. And you can tune
All
in
right.
on your cell phones, tablets, TVs, whatever you want. But anyway, again, this is Pug Life Chronicles.
Right.
I'm George Zayas. This is Dave C.
How you doing?
All right. So anyway, we got a tournament coming on, which is pretty cool. We started. This is what, like the fourth time with this tournament. Fourth day of this
The
tournament.
fourth day of the tournament? I believe
let me
so.
see. Let me
I
see.
believe
Hold
so.
on. Let me get
yeah.
my phone. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Here it is. And I'll be able to tell you exactly. And we have,
Because nowadays you can't do anything without a phone. You can't do it.
It's not
Can't
even a
do
phone.
it.
It's like a computer.
Yeah. And if you are doing things without a phone, then you're really boring and you're old. You're just you're dusty. Because even kids have it.
All right. So here we are. Today's the fourth. It is the fourth time that we're putting on these shows.
All right, so it's the fourth show of about
Fourth
20,
show,
about
about
20,
20,
about
yep.
20.
And all roads lead to the Garden. That's where we're going to go. So
Right.
So this tournament is going to end up at the Garden on April.
It's kind of needling its way. It's threading to
to the Garden.
yeah. It's going to different gyms. We're highlighting different gyms, different fighters.
That's correct.
You know,
And that's going to be April 19th at the Garden. That's what we're
different
going to be.
atmospheres in
Yeah,
the
it's pretty
gyms.
cool. Now this
you
gym
know.
happens to be really cool. This is like a club type
Yeah,
atmosphere.
it's a super cool gym.
Right, and they got. I mean, you gotta see this, man. This is like a club, man. This is really cool. You're gonna see some of the.
And last week we were in a club,
right.
which kept shining the light in my eyes.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Club
we-
Amazura.
Missouri, me and you, we got beef. All right, we got beef.
Right, and you see there, you see the club. It's pretty cool. The club, or a gym actually. It's not a club,
Right.
but
It's a gym club.
a gym club. There you go. All right, we also have we also gonna have some. We're gonna have a pro boxer sitting with us today. We're gonna have some
Pro
guests.
boxer.
Yeah, that's Eddie. What is it? Eddie Gomez is going to be
Eddie
sitting
Gomez.
with us. Eddie Gomez is going to be sitting with us, and you're going to be able to see him as well. And we're just about ready to start. Everybody, all the officials are getting into place. I see everybody getting together.
I still don't see a singer.
You still don't see a singer.
I don't see a singer.
Hey, maybe
Somebody better get out there and belt out the national anthem.
maybe you can go out there, Dave.
Oh.
Maybe you can go out there.
Oh, here's your boy. He's your favorite
Yeah,
announcer.
Yeah, John Heffernan is stepping into the
The
ring.
Hefman.
The Hefman,
The
John
Hefman.
Heffernan, is coming into the ring.
I'd like to see him do the national anthem.
Yeah, let's see if John does it. All right.
Wow, they're talking about lights, George. They're talking
Yeah,
about
the
lights,
house lights.
camera,
House
action.
lights.
Wow, they turned them on. All right. Look
All
at
right,
that.
so before we start, Dave, tomorrow we're also going to be live, and we're going to be out in Mount Vernon you know, that's going to be interesting in Mount Vernon as well.
About 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
6 o'clock's going to be showtime.
6
And
o'clock
that's going to be Main Street Boxing.
So if you're on amateur boxing time, what is that? 6:30?
Yeah, probably.
At least a half hour.
All right, let's go up to the ring for the official announcements and with John Heffernan.
To the NoHo section of New York City. Tonight, it's Alberto Ortiz's World Train Fight, your host for the second annual Ringmasters Championships, the road to Madison Square Garden. Winners of the tournament will advance to the national teams in their shot at becoming Golden Gloves champions. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the governing body of boxing in New York City, USA Boxing Metro. Ray Quadrado, tournament director. Interim president Sonia Lamonicus, chief of officials Michael O'Connor. Tonight's ringside physicians are Dr. Hussein and Dr. Chang. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick thank you to our sponsors. Once again, Alberto Ortiz from Work Train Fight, Rich Stevenson from Sting Sports. See Rich at the back table to buy and purchase the latest in high-tech boxing gear.
And then you got the walk.
Also a big shout out to Dana Ford Lincoln of Staten Island, coming to test drive the new 2019 Lincoln Navigator at Dana Ford Lincoln in Staten Island.
I don't have that.
CityLimits.org for the latest.
I know who's here, and I can tell you everybody's
New York
name
City. Check out CityLimits.org. And finally, Bud Light Chronicles. Live streaming all tournament long on Facebook. Don't miss a minute of the action at Bud Light Chronicles on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with our national anthem. And here now to perform the Star Spangled Banner. Please welcome from Yonkers, New York, Julio Salinas. Ladies and gentlemen, Julio Salinas.
You know what, George?
And now, ladies and
What's
gentlemen,
up,
on
Dave?
behalf of USA Boxing
I had no idea his first name was Julio, and I've known him for over 20 years.
Ray Quadrado. Like to say a few
I
words.
I just thought his name was Salinas, and that was it.
All right, he is the president of USA Boxing, Ray Quadrado.
USA Boxing is thrilled and excited to have you all out. We want to thank Work Train Fight for this great opportunity.
Work Train Fight.
I'd like to thank our Heavenly Father. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity you've given us, Lord. Coming here today, we ask that you keep everyone safe, both in the ring and on the way home. And all of God's people say, amen. Thank you.
All right.
Ray Quadrado, ladies and
Got
gentlemen.
some patriotic singing of the national anthem, a prayer to God, and some fisticuffs to follow.
Watching around the world and Pug Life Chronicles on Facebook. It is time! Tonight, 15 amateur bouts of action. The winners that advance to the national team, it all starts here. Our first 3 bouts are developmental bouts, not sanctioned by USA Boxing, but these up-and-comers are sure to be ones to watch.
All right.
Our first bout of
Hey,
the
Dave.
evening.
Let's just go before he announces it. Let's do it real quick. We have 9 bouts coming up. Oh, I'm sorry, 8 bouts coming up this evening.
No, this is just part of it. They got the heavyweights. The heavyweights are going to follow after this
Okay,
too.
developmental. Okay.
Right.
True Mercy.
All right. I have no idea who's being announced right now. Oh, this must be the developmental fight.
Yep. Okay, so that's the record. That's Drew Marcy
Right.
from Work
And
25.
his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, represented by World Training Fight. Let's hear it from Noah
Man, it's loud in here.
Yes, it is, man.
It is loud.
It's super loud.
They don't play it over here at WTF, Work Train Fight.
No, they do not.
They like the volume up.
This is like a club, man. This is like a social club.
It's something else. I love the atmosphere in here.
Oh, yeah. You got people in here, they all look like they walked out of like a GQ magazine.
And they have disco men around here too, right?
Yeah,
They do ring boys instead
do
of ring
ring boys,
girls.
that's right.
Yeah, that's right. That's how they do it over here. We're in the city. They don't play around.
All right, we want to ask you guys to share the link. Share. Sharing is caring.
You know, it's such a great thing.
They want to know what weight class.
What weight
We
class
don't have
is
a weight class, unfortunately.
This is developmental.
right. So this looks like it might be, all of them might be 141, right?
Well, you know what I like is that they kept they're from the same gym and they kept the same attire on. The red, they both have red trunks on.
So we got to go
black
by the blue
shorts.
gloves.
So you know,
So-
it's black headgear.
We don't know
You know,
who's who.
right.
Give me that. We got to.
So in the red gloves is Drew, and in the
Drew Marcy.
Drew
And
Marcy,
Noah and Noah
Waldman. The Waldman is in blue, and Waldman is kind of letting his hands go pretty nicely there. Very tight, nice short, quick combinations. And Drew Marcy with the red glove is kind of putting his head down and throwing to the body. He's throwing that same combination again and again and again. He likes it. He likes the jab and the right uppercut thing to the body.
The uppercut thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
so-
it's kind of a stab, it's kind of an uppercut, it's kind of a thing, you know? It's a thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's a punch
All right, so
Right.
Marcy in the red, like you said, and Wallman.
in the red gloves.
Red
Right.
gloves, yep, red gloves.
He's got that face on that. What is that? That's the that's some kind of superhero, right? Can we ask our director what
I don't
what
know.
that is?
Oh, I think, what is that? Oh, that's what's the name of that the shirt?
That's Deadpool,
Somebody
right?
got, yeah,
Deadpool.
Deadpool. That's right.
Deadpool,
that's
right?
That's
Deadpool.
That's correct. That's Deadpool.
That's my girl Angie. She knows.
Deadpool. Okay. These guys are throwing
Right.
gloves out here.
Right. what are they throwing? Little things.
little gloves.
And they lit it in the ring too. The referee's all upset. Look, she's like taking the plastic and flinging it to the side for its ass.
All right, so that was round number 2.
Right.
And I mean, that was round number 1. We're going up to,
We're going to round number 2.
right. Dave, I'm going to need for you to hold it down while we fix something with the camera guy.
All
I'll be
right.
right back.
I got
Okay.
you. All right, so with the Deadpool shirt on and the red gloves is Drew Mossy. And then in the blue gloves with the red shoes is Noah Waldman. And Noah Waldman has a nice, tight little style. And he's throwing punches in bunches. And Drew Mossy has an interesting style. He has the concept of body punching. And there he goes. He comes up to the head. It pays off. He keeps going to the body, which is not that good of a punch, but at least he's throwing it. He's learning how to throw. And this is developmental, so they're developmentaling. So Drew Mossy is throwing. Now he's throwing a lot of punches. What happened? Noah Waldman came out with that 50-punch combination. He might have burnt himself out because he's taking some punches. Now Noah Waldman is. And Deadpool Drew Mossy is coming forward.
Yeah, Mossy going to the body now, trying to find something in the body, going up top, and then now connecting to the body again with that right. He's looking at the body. I see him going down again to the solar plex of Waldman.
With that uppercut thing.
Yeah, that uppercut thing.
Yeah.
They're developmental, so these are developmental boxers.
And they're going to developmentaling. You know, that's what they're going to do. They're going to develop.
All right, this is the fourth.
I'm fascinated. I'm sorry for not looking at you out there in Facebook land, but there was ring boys throwing out prizes to the crowd. I was going to try to get one, but you know, c'est la vie. I didn't get one. The prize I have is announcing to you.
All right, so we got some people out there that are watching on Facebook land. We're going to say hello and give a couple of shout outs to Ruben Reyes, Alex VK Dana, Jay Quillen Monops, I think that's what it says. All right. And Alex says it's good body work. Yeah, I agree. I got to say he is.
He's working on
some.
That's
good
good development.
Yep. And again, with a big right comes Marcy. And Wallman trying to figure this out. Wallman comes with a right hook. Now Wallman with a nice punch combination trying to go to the body of.
Wallman's got nice little tight punches, and I like him.
Yeah, he's short.
when he's throwing.
Yeah, short but effective.
Right. Good compact punches. And now Wallman's on the
he was on the
run.
Yeah.
He was on the run.
But he's
baby.
back. He's back.
He's a man on the run.
But Marcy again going to top, going up on top with that.
Oh, Wallman scored over there. He scored with that lefty. And look at that. That referee's trying not to get run over.
And what I like about what Marcy's doing is he's walking down Wallman. Again, to the top.
Oh, that was a legitimate right uppercut. That wasn't an uppercut thing. That was a legitimate. I heard that.
And a nice cross, a left cross.
Oh,
right to the
and
head.
he's developing right in front of our eyes.
And the punch that count right now from Marcy.
Where? I had it at 74 punches.
I had it at 80. I think you missed 6 of them.
Oh my gosh. That was a good right uppercut to the body. That is how you develop. You know, that's good stuff there.
That's it. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. And that's how you do it here at WTF. All right, so we want another couple of shout-outs. Tell us where you guys are watching us from. And I saw somebody from Puerto Rico, Jay Torres. Thank you for watching.
Where's Angie Mendoza from?
Angie's from Queens. No, from Brooklyn. I think
Angie Mendoza.
I think she's from Brooklyn. She's
All
always
right,
Angie. Dave Fleming.
Please give it
Want
up
to
for
say
the
hello?
hard effort from both of these gentlemen. Out of the red corner, Drew Mossy, and boxing out of the blue, Noah Waldman.
That was a good match. Kind of wet my whistle for boxing.
Yeah.
I liked it. Good developmental punching. Yeah, that's good. And, you know, and that developmental boxing is very important in the boxing circle, because these guys don't get a chance to fight in front of a crowd and in front of a fight-like atmosphere. It's a great thing. It's a tool for boxing. Get these guys a taste of what it's like to be in front of a crowd and then eventually they'll start fighting. It's a great thing.
And I just want to add something to that there's no winners or losers in developmental state, developmental boxing. They're not going to raise somebody that they're both winners. They both got in here. Remember, they're just starting. They're developing. So they don't give it to one guy or the other. They don't judge them.
But that's a good thing. But they get to fight in front of a crowd.
Right.
Very good, very good.
Right.
For those boxers out there and these trainers and these gym owners, definitely want to incorporate that into your show.
All right, and coming into the ring, we got a female coming in. We got Miriam Malaka.
She's
Malka. I'm sorry. Miriam Malka. Not Malaka. Malaka's something else. That's a Greek word.
Malaka.
No.
I think that's like a food with spinach in it, right?
Yeah.
And feta cheese. I like malakas.
That's not a good
No, that's not a good word.
No, that's not a good word, Dave.
Oh.
It's Miriam
Well, let's not say
Malka from Work Train Fight. And then, who's this here? Idra
Zanka.
Adira Zanka.
She used to play Battleship when she was little.
How do you know that?
Huh?
How do you know she used to play Battleship?
Well, because every time she lost, she said, "Oh, you're Zanka."
Come on, man. That was corny, man. What's the matter with you, man?
She played Battleship. If the name like Zanka, you have to.
Oh, my God.
So Adira's in the blue shorts and blue gloves. Oh, whoa. They didn't even wait for the bell. These are some fierce women right here, John.
They didn't even wait for John Heffernan to get out of the ring.
They touched gloves and they said, "Oh, my God, the other girl won the exchange." And they started right from there. Wow, they're not playing.
All right, so round number one.
Let's get ready for the action. So Miriam Malka is in here, is in the gray trunks, red gloves.
Red gloves, yeah.
And she's very quick. And these girls know how to fight. There's no
Actually,
developmental here.
Yeah, these girls know.
And
know
Adira is trying to Zanka right now as we speak. And Adira's got a legitimate jab.
Oh, yeah.
Coming forward. Good stance.
Zanka moving in also. Nice foot movement coming in. Using that jab, following up with that right.
Both
nice
have great balance,
yes,
good stances.
Yes, they do. And let me tell
you
something.
Hand speed.
The fact that you've seen women fighting, a lot of guys don't think that women can fight. Women can fight, man. Let me tell you, you've seen some of that right now. As Zanka's moving forward, catching with a nice hook.
Right.
Catching Miriam Malka.
Miriam.
Zanka catching Miriam Malka with that hook.
Right.
And now
Miriam's getting a little bit overwhelmed because she's getting hit a lot, but she's not. Miriam with the good body punch.
Yeah, that's right. Good first round. Good start.
Wow. These girls let it go. And they're evenly matched.
Yeah, they are. So let me tell you something. These are developmentals. You're going to see some of the other guys. You don't want to miss later on the second half of this show. We're going to have heavyweights. The heavyweights are coming.
In the second half.
Second half of the show.
So we got developmentals, then we got 141 novice.
Right.
And then suppose we got heavyweights. And I think they're super heavyweights because they look pretty big over there.
They're big dudes, man.
They're pretty big.
Guys. You don't want to miss that. Because there might be a knockout or two. You don't know. Right. There's always something big happening there, So anyway, man, this is exciting, man. I can't wait. Remember, April 19th is going to be at the Garden. So the winners of all these tournaments are going to go to the Garden.
And you want to support them by buying tickets to the Garden.
Absolutely.
They're going to be out soon. All right, buy some tickets. Come out, support. Have a night of boxing. Come on out.
All right, so round number 2 coming up. Adira Zanka in the blue, and you have Miriam Malka in the red with the red gloves. And Zanka scoring real quick. A nice combination, using the jab and now going to the body is Zanka.
And I tell you what, that Zanka is full of a lot of energy and has good foot movement. Notice she punches and moves to the side.
That's right.
Very good.
And a big right by Zanka catches Miriam.
She almost, George? Zanka.
She almost Zanka, that's right. Nice combination again by Zanka.
All right.
You're loving this, aren't you, Dave?
I am. And I'm loving Miriam, too, because Miriam is getting caught with a few punches, but she's got an iron chin.
Oh, and a nice body shot by Zanka to Miriam.
She's throwing punches. She's staying in there. This is the development. You got to get out there and try to work it.
And what I like what Zanka just did is she went below,
Right.
she went to the body, and then she came back up
Right.
on top. And again, with a nice body shot, it's Zanka
Right.
and Miriam exchanging, Malka exchanging at the
And
same
what's
time.
happening is Miriam's jabs are falling a little bit short, and this is one of the things that all people should know out there. If you're throwing a jab at the same time as the other person, and your jab is falling short and you're getting hit, you got to take your right hand and put it in front of your face. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Put it in front of your face, catch that jab, and step in even harder. Because now you want the other person who's encouraged by hitting you. You want to block it. You want to block it or parry that jab and step in with your own. Especially if you're doing it anyway. So Miriam is she's falling a little bit short in her jab, and that's because Zanka Adidra is stepping in a little bit more. So that's one thing that her corner could point out, or she can watch this in Pug Life, watch herself, and we want to point that out to Miriam.
That's right. All right. So we're heading up for round number 3 now, and they're fixing the headgear of Miriam. Like round 3, just about to start. Here we go. Round 3rd, final round. And again, Zanka going up on top, connecting with that jab, and then following up with that straight right.
And Zanka is stepping into her punches, and Miriam
she's
is
stepping
not.
up, she's beating Miriam to the punch. She's
right.
getting there first.
It's because she's stepping in, yes.
Right.
Right,
Miriam
there we
Malka.
go. Now Miriam blocked a couple of those jabs. Very good. But she should throw at the same time.
I tell you, these are tough ladies, man.
Right. I'm sure her corner told her that. Get your right hand up. Don't get
Nice
hit with that
1-2 punch
jab.
combination by Zanka, but then they get caught in the headbutt a little bit there, but now they continue to fight. Tough women.
I don't think Zanka knows the meaning of rest.
No, man. But what I like about Zanka is you see, she throws her shot, then she gets right out. Watch this. She's gonna go in.
Oh, she got a little tired.
Not that time. Yeah, she gets out. Nice right hook by Zanka catching Miriam on the head.
I think she's digging in a little bit. And now
She's
Miriam is starting to move a little bit, but still got to step in. I think they were doing shorter rounds.
Right.
So Miriam has to learn to step in with that jab. If she stepped in with the jab while protecting her face, that fight would have been a lot more even. That match would have been a lot more
Well, we
even.
want to give a hand to both these warriors, these women that
Yeah.
came out here today in the developmental stage. And they're in
Right.
pretty good shape. They're out here. I mean, they were hustling the whole way through. They threw punches. They never stopped to rest. They never ran around the ring. They were straight forward the whole time. And that was
They
pretty
came to
impressive.
fight. They came to fight.
They came to fight, Dave. That's correct.
Yeah.
We want to say hello to Sly Tugaga, all the way from Australia. What's up, brother? We haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you again.
I believe they call over there down under.
They're both winners tonight.
Great
Good
job.
bout.
Good
Good
sportsmanship
bout.
by these two ladies.
Good bout.
Great bout.
Yeah. Very
And
impressive.
We want to say hello
Very
to
impressive.
JJ. These are not bantamweight. These are developmental.
Developmental. So basically, a developmental fight is a no decision match in front of a crowd. So they're still fighting, same rules apply, no decision. And what it does is it gives the fighters a chance to be in front of a crowd
That's right.
instead of
All
just
right,
sparring.
So we got, that was the second fight of the evening. We got 8 scheduled for, we got one more developmental, then we got the 141 coming up, and then we got the heavyweights coming up a little bit later. So
Right.
if you want to stay tuned and hang in there, okay? So we're going to introduce the next couple guys.
Let's hear it. Represented by Work Train Fight, Ariel Hernandez.
Ariel Hernandez, work train fight.
Yeah.
WTF.
Yeah, all these guys, I think they're all from work train fight. Except for this, no, wait a minute. The next person coming in is from Mendez Boxing Club.
It's
a pretty lean guy there, man.
Let's hear it for Salah Ali.
Oh, boy.
Salah.
Didn't we see Salah fight before?
I think we
At,
have. I think we.
Churchill?
Churchill or
yeah.
Gleason.
One of the, oh, boy. Oh, yeah. This guy's a machine. You don't want to miss this guy from fighting. Salah Ali is a machine. He does not stop.
I think he was the one that fought like really weird.
Yes.
Right? I think he fought in this tournament
That
before.
guy, yes, he did. He fought at Church Street.
Right. He was very square and just like.
He's throwing punches, just
But
nonstop.
no. He was wrestling a lot. He was putting his head. I mean, he was throwing punches, but he crowds you and pushes you against the ropes. He's a very tough
guy. This guy
like
right here.
this guy's gonna fight.
Oh yeah.
And if I remember, I don't know if we saw Ariel Hernandez, but he's built like somebody that's looking to move. You know. And let's see. If I'm right with Salah Ali, I'm pretty sure that he was like a bruiser, like an absolute brute.
He's a machine.
Yeah.
You're gonna see he's a machine.
Not so much a punch machine, George. I'm really thinking that he's
all right, we'll see.
he's
We'll see.
a tank, like
We'll see.
somebody
Yeah,
who pushes up against the wall and just doesn't go.
Doesn't budge. Yeah.
Doesn't budge. It's like fighting a big wall that keeps coming towards you.
Yeah, that's right. All right, here you go. Round number 1.
Let's
Salah Ali. Right away, the big right. And jabbing is Ariel Hernandez. And there goes Ali. Just like you said, the wrestling running right towards you.
Right.
And throwing those big bombs early in this first round. And now he gets
Whoa,
caught.
he
Down
dropped
goes Ali. Left.
Yeah.
Straight left.
To his credit, he was kind of leaning and he was off balance. But you know, if you go down at the end of the punch, that is a knockdown. That be the rules.
You saw that in the replay. It was a straight left.
I think he caught him in midair or something
Yes,
like
he did.
that. Yeah.
And now Salah Ali trying to hang on and trying to wrestle his way and push his way.
Right. See, I told you.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. You're right.
He's the wall.
He's just grabbing and punching.
Right. It's like fighting a big piece of fly paper. Wow. See, that's the kind of guy who'll mug you in the alley, and they won't just take everything's inside your pockets. They'll physically rip out your pockets. Salah Ali is Salah Ali. All right. Just if he catches you in the alley, give him your wallet, give him your watch, because you're going to lose your wrists, your pockets, your pants, all right? This guy's a mugger.
Yes, he is.
He's a mugger, all right? This is not about pretty boxing. He needs some developmental.
Yes.
And I think he won his fight, too. I think he
win.
won his
He did
fight.
win. He did win.
You know?
Tough guy, tough
Yeah,
competitor.
he's
just
a
needs
fighter.
He needs some finessing. He needs some teaching.
When he develops and gets in there, he's going to be a monster.
Yes, he is.
Right now,
Yes, he is.
he's an ultra kind of monster.
That's
you know,
right.
he's
That's
a mugger.
That's right.
But I still like him because you know what? At the end of the day, it is about fighting.
That's right.
All right. Sometimes it's about a fight.
All right, round number 2. Salah Ali in the blue facing Ariel Hernandez. And this is developmental stage, but let me tell you, these guys are going at it, man. It don't look like, at least not for Ariel Hernandez. Hernandez looks like
he's coming out lefty.
And
He's coming out lefty this round. Ariel Hernandez is. What is this?
oh, okay. So she's telling them she wants a clean fight. She doesn't want a street fight.
All right. She also witnessed the mugging. She was there. The police are called, by the way. They're gonna come in there and they're gonna say WTF.
So again, Salah Ali rushing to Jay Hernandez. Jay Hernandez running around the ring.
And Salah lacks all.
I'm sorry, Ariel Hernandez.
Right. Salah lacks all resemblance of any sort of boxing stance. He's just charging forward like a football player. But he could throw a punch.
Yes, he can.
He
He's
could
a
throw
very
punch.
strong young man. Very strong young man. And the referee again warning them to listen to the instructions.
Right. So Ariel Hernandez is trying to move and punch, move and jab. And he landed a left hand.
And again, these guys
Right.
caught in the corner.
Right. And Salah, let's can you put this on me? I just want to show you the move that Salah is doing. So you put both hands out, you corner your person, and then you take the shoulder and ram it. You ram that shoulder into your opponent. Boom. And then you go like this, right? Not boxing, effective in a fight.
Maybe in a street fight.
In a street fight.
All right, so I just want to say something about Salah Ali. I found out that He actually he works and lives in the Bronx, but runs to the gym every day,
In where?
5 to 6 days a week in Manhattan. He goes to Mendez Boxing Club from the Bronx every single day.
And he is a strong dude. Let me tell you something. And when he learns how to box with all that strength and fortitude he has, he's going to be a force. So God bless him for doing these developmentals. And I'm sure the rest of the boxing community is happy too that he will actually learn how to box.
Yes. All right, when I answer one of the questions, Dave Fleming wants to know why they're having this in the developmental stage in the tournament. I'll answer that in just a minute. Ariel Hernandez, I'm sorry, stepping back, trying to throw punches.
Right.
Not really missing because of the movement of Salah Ali.
Right.
Salah Ali again holding on.
Right.
Referee calling for a break and finally
No,
Salah
that was
Ali
Ariel
missing.
Hernandez holding on. That was Ariel holding on. Ariel doesn't know what to do in the inside either, so Ariel just turns out.
Coming through almost through the ropes.
He just did a bullfighter move right there, Ariel.
And something happened to the lights here in the club.
Oh, I thought that was my mind. Whoa.
Light back on.
Oh, I love it. He went back to the corner, Ariel did, and his corner just pushed him back out. It was like TV. Look at this. Oh, look at this. I like it. And you know what? You know what? Ariel is grabbing a lot. Salah is right. Salah is rushing in, but he's not grabbing. Salah is trying to punch.
And
Oh, he
Salah
did a backhand. Salah did a backhand. Oh, he got hit. Wow, he got... Ariel Hernandez has some dynamite in his hands.
Right. Wow. Wow.
And look at his corner. They don't know what round it is. They think they're going for round 4.
Yeah.
His corner. Can we go into his corner? Can we go into his corner?
Yeah,
in Ariel
sure.
Hernandez's corner? They're getting prepped like they're ready for round 4. This is insanity. This developmental fight's of insanity. We need them because these guys are all crazy. One guy's prepping for round 4. Another guy's mugging the guy. Another guy's holding him. The referee's yelling at everybody. That was good. I enjoyed the heck out of that. Wow.
All right, good sportsmanship by these two. Okay, so let me answer the question of developmental. They want to showcase them in front of a crowd. That's one of the reasons why they put them up. And okay, we have.
And they're also trying to develop them.
Yeah, they're trying to develop them. And yeah, they put them in the tournament, but the tournament's going to start in just a second.
Right. Why did they put it in the tournament show is the question, right? Well, just because, because they can. All right, that's why. You know,
and the host of this gym is
it's the host.
And is their host, is their
Right,
fighters.
it's his show.
It's his show.
He put on a couple of developmentals before he does the Ringmasters.
That's right.
It's his show.
That's right.
You want to do your show? You can have some belly dancing before the fights. All right, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I don't know about the belly dancing.
All right, I'm all for it. Ah, what happened? We got a walkover. We got a walkover. I don't think that's on the card, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, our fifth bout of the evening in the 141-pound senior.
And yes, they do both have great potential for both of them. So.
Oh, no-show. Elvis Castro out of Church Street was a no-show. And Elvis Cardenas, you had Elvis fighting Elvis? Wow. And only one Elvis showed.
Oh, my gosh.
I think that's got to be some sort of fun fact or something going on there. Uh-oh, Joe Higgins is getting in here. I see Joe Higgins in his corner.
Yeah.
All right. And that's Kamal Dubclay from Freeport, PAL. He's going to be in the blue corner, wearing blue. And in the red corner, we're going to have Baltazar Castro from Sweatbox in Brooklyn. Baltazar. I don't see Baltazar getting in the ring.
Is this still developmental or no?
No, this is tournament.
This is the real stuff. Okay.
This is it.
All right, so do me a favor, Dave. Cross that out. Cross out the one that got the walkover. Let's say hello to Ethan. Hello, Ethan. Katie Sullivan. He's saying hello. And
Ethan, I think.
Lisa Ramos.
Ethan. What's up? Lisa Ramos. Hi, guys. How you doing? And Cordereal Thompson.
yeah,
Cordreal. Thompson, how you doing? How you?
Share the link.
How you doing?
Share is caring. Sharing is caring.
Get some other people there. We're trying to put a platform up, and we got all kinds of boxing in New York going on. You know, Big Baby Gerard Miller.
That's correct.
Jarrell Miller is going to be fighting, Anthony Joshua in England. How cool is that? That's a New York boxer, and he used to be a New York kickboxer. He's the man, Jarrell Miller.
3 2-minute rounds in the 141-pound senior novice division. Once again, let's hear it for Kamal Dunkley. His opponent boxing out of the red corner, represented by Sweatbox Boxing Club. Put your hands together for Baltazar Castro.
All right, I feel like the king with no clothes right now. I don't see the guy. I saw that the ring announcer announced
here he
him.
is. He's coming in now.
He's coming in?
Ring. Yep.
But he announced him and he pointed him like he pointed to the red corner like somebody was there. Somebody was there.
Amateurs, brother, amateurs.
And the referee is Ilya Friedman. Ilya.
All right, so
the tank commander.
We're here in New York City, a work train fight. Thank
WTF.
you, Ethan. We're out here in New York. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, we're gonna see.
And
some
there's a fan store right down the block from WTF. It's called Cool AF. They sell fans and air conditioners. Cool AF. It's air conditioners and fans.
Caesar Holmes.
Cool
welcome,
AF.
folks. Caesar Holmes, welcome.
Yes.
Pug Life. Fitzy 5. What up, Dave? He says, I'm almost finished with your book. LOL.
Who that?
All right, yeah.
Who that?
Fitzy 5, Fitzgibbons.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, Dave is an accomplished author as well.
Look at that.
Jamie Antonio. Hello.
Accomplished meaning that I've written a book or two,
yeah.
and not that people have bought it or anything.
I got it for free because Dave couldn't get rid of it. He just gave me a copy.
I give it to the mailman as tips. He delivers it back to me. He delivers it back to me.
That was my Christmas gift. He gave me his book.
I try to give it to the mailman as a gift, and he delivered it back to me.
All right, so
Baltazar in the red. Baltazar. Isn't that one of those, oh my God.
Baltazar, I don't know.
Oh, man. It was one of those Pokemons. Baltazar,
was
yeah.
It? All right.
Baltazar, he had like all kinds of power.
All right, so Baltazar in the red, Baltazar Castro. We saw Baltazar before, and Kamal.
Kamal Dunkley out of Freeport, PAL.
These are 141 pounds. We're just getting ready to start.
I think these guys fought the opening night. All right.
Oh, and right away, Kamal starts with that jab.
Yeah.
Using that jab right away. And Baltazar tried to catch him, but look at this. How fast is Kamal?
Right, very fast.
Moving out of the way of the punches.
He's got good defense, too. He's quick in all areas.
Absolutely. And missing big is...
and down goes Ilya. And down goes...
Oh.
And Ilya Friedman tripped and fell down.
Ilya...
He said box.
Tough guy. Ilya's a tough guy. Wow.
He took it down.
Wow.
And Kamal comes right back with the 1-2. And I tell you what, Baltazar is trying to duck in. He's got a strategy now, Baltazar does. He's dipping to his left and trying to come over with the right hand.
Yep. He catches.
Yeah, right. And then he's not abandoning his jab. So he is starting to get back into this round a little bit.
Yeah, that overhand right that he's catching Kamal with.
Definitely scoring.
I'm getting a warning from Ilya.
From dipping the head.
I think Ilya's going to need a headgear. Nice punch. Nice right
Ilya's
by.
a tank. Ilya's a tank commander. He don't need no headgear.
Oh, the nice combination by Kamal catches Baltazar. Kamal has good balance, staying right.
Yeah, and Baltazar is not giving up. Baltazar is still coming in.
Baltazar again trying to catch him with that overhand right. Again, missing with that overhand right.
And he's getting closer and closer, George. He's landing some of them.
Yep, he catches. catches Kamal.
Right, Kamal's right
And
back
again
on
with
his
the big
trail.
overhand right again, and follows up with that left hook.
Right. It's interesting. I like this Baltazar. He's coming in there because Kamal really hit him with some punches in the beginning of the round. He lit him
And
up.
a nice straight right. Kamal catches Baltazar. Good movement by Kamal.
Right.
Nice body shot by Baltazar. And the
All right.
round one, a very interesting round and a crazy round.
Right.
You even saw a takedown by the referee.
The referee got knocked down.
Knocked down.
Let me tell you something. When the referee gets knocked down and fighters are falling over him, you know you got fighting. You got good fighting.
You don't got good boxing, you got good fighting.
Yeah, listen, this is great. Where else are you going to see this? I love it. I love it. It wasn't even choreographed, right? This stuff is real. It's real AF. It's real AF. That's what it is. We're at WTF, and you're saying WTF? And we're saying, yeah, work, train, fight, and this is a fight. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
WTF, all right? That's how it goes down over here.
Yeah.
Developmental fighting, mugging, referees getting knocked down, all right? That place, if you want to buy a fan or an air conditioner, you go to Cool AF.
No, Dave.
It's right across the street from WTF.
No, it's not.
Cool
Stop it,
AF.
stop it. Let's go back to the ring for round number 2.
Whoa,
and
look
the
at that.
referee stopping the action.
Right. What the
Warning
referee
these two
said,
guys.
he said, listen, if you bastards knock me down one more time, I'm disqualifying both of you. But the only thing is he's saying it in Russian, and they don't understand him.
Oh, and a nice combination by Baltazar. Baltazar then goes to the body, going up on top with that right, that overhand right. And again, moving around the ring. Kamal now with a nice combination of his own, catching Baltazar.
And Kamal landed about 18 punches in about 6 seconds.
Yeah,
right
but not
there.
all of them were clean. That one was.
But
that
they
right.
landed. He threw about 28, landed about 18.
And a nice straight right by Baltazar.
Right. And these guys are fighting.
Baltazar nice with a nice combination going under and over, catching Kamal with that left hook to the body and then following up with that right, that overhand right, and again catching him with that overhand right. That seems to have found a home, and a nice uppercut by Baltazar. Kamal taking a step back and looking, and Knight going to the body is Kamal.
Right, I saw that. He just stopped for a second, bent over, and threw a left stabbing uppercut into Baltazar's stomach there. That was cool AF. All right.
And again with that overhand right is Baltazar. And going to the body, it's Kamal looking for the body, but now going up on top, but missing, coming a little short. Now with the follow-up right, catching Baltazar again.
And I'll tell you what, Kamal's 1-2 is almost every time he throws it, he lands it. Although, of course, he didn't
And what he
land it
did
right
there with a big right,
Yeah.
straight right, catching Baltazar, temporarily sending Baltazar back, but now
Right.
into the ropes is Baltazar fighting off the ropes, and a straight right by Kamal ending the round.
And Ilya says he can't hear them. No, he says they can't hear him. Oh, he says keep your punches up.
All right, and that's the end of the round.
All right, so I think there was a low blow landed there.
I'm not sure. I
think that's what it was.
I
It
didn't
looked
see that.
it looked like it was a low blow, or a claim of a low blow. They paused like it was a low blow. I don't know. Ilya pointed to his belly and pointed below it. So,
All right,
you know.
I'm not sure, but all right. So a couple more shout-outs.
Who do we got? Shout him out, George. Shout him out.
We have
Wavy Gravy.
Wavy Gravy. What's
Right,
up, brother?
Wavy Gravy. He's wavy. What kind of gravy is wavy?
I'm not sure.
I think he just put them together because they rhymed and it sounds cool. AF.
All right. And then Ethan watching from Arkansas.
Ethan
Chris
McNeese.
Cal.
All
Chris
right.
Cal, what's up,
Hey,
Chris?
hello, Arkansas.
That's right. Arkansas is in the house. Long Island's in the house with Dave Fleming.
Dave Fleming. Good coach
Shout-
over there.
yeah, let us know where you're from. Let us know.
Let
We'll
us
share the
know.
link.
And who else we got? Jamie Antonio? Is that Jamie Antonio? How you doing, Jamie? Caesar Holmes?
All right, we go back
All
to the
right.
action and going to the body and with that uppercut, it's Baltazar, but Kamal again with a nice straight right, catching Baltazar on the ropes.
I tell you, Kamal's got a good one too, and he's using it. And he comes out in every round as hard as he can, and then gets a little tired. But at least he's coming out. Baltazar's hitting him in the back. See, Kamal is grabbing. See, that's what I'm saying. He comes out hard, and then he gets a little tired.
A nice left hook by Baltazar. And follows up with that right hook again.
And look at Baltazar.
Again.
Baltazar says, all right, it's my turn to go.
Getting caught with that straight right and a short jab.
Well,
Short right by Kamal. And now tangled up in the center of the ring.
and they're tangled.
Straight left jab by Kamal, Baltazar follow up that with that again with that right. He throws that right overhand right.
Oh, he landed it right there,
again,
George.
And he's found the home with that overhand right.
Right. I like it. He kind of throws like a Riddick Bowe type right hand, that overhand right. I haven't seen that for a while.
Marcos Maidana threw that punch.
Oh,
was
yeah,
very
that's
successful
right.
against
Yeah.
Adrian Broner. And
Right.
you're seeing that here tonight.
And I see a mouthpiece go flying out. Ilya said, pick up your own mouthpiece. Is that your mouthpiece? Yes.
It's time called by Elia as
Right.
Baltazar's mouthpiece falls out.
And Ilya was screaming. I think he was talking to another tank commander over there.
All right, Detroit, Eric Carter's in the house. We want to welcome you. Thank you
Detroit,
again for joining us.
what's
Yes,
up?
Detroit, the Motor
Eric
City.
Carter.
Motor City in the house.
And Jay Kilo.
From Poughkeepsie. We're going to be up there in Poughkeepsie soon.
Right.
All right, back to the action. And again, thundering right by Baltazar.
Right.
And again, trying to work that
Well,
overhand right.
Jamal is landing his right hand. Whenever he throws a 1-2, it's like he doesn't miss.
Oh, and a nice straight right, catching and rocking Baltazar momentarily. Kamal did with that straight and a big overhand right again.
Right.
By Baltazar.
The Maidana right. The Maidana right. That's
yeah.
definitely been Maidana right. He took that. You know what? When Maidana retired, he left his right hand around, and Baltazar picked it up.
Baltazar picked it up.
Baltazar picked it up.
Maybe not as quite as strong as Maidana's, Marcos Maidana's,
yeah.
but
he's got to find the strength pill with it.
But he's found that right. He's found
Right.
that overhand right, and he's connecting with that overhand right, the whole evening when he fought against Kamal here.
Right. I think Kamal definitely won it, though. He landed a ton more punches, and he threw a ton more punches. But that was a good fight. That was a good fight.
That was an excellent fight.
Right. Baltazar never gave up. Shout him out, George. Who are we saying hello to?
All right, we're not saying hello to anybody. Oh, Edwin de la Cruz.
Edwin de la Cruz? That's my
he's in
boy.
the wheelhouse. Yeah, he definitely was in the wheelhouse with those punches.
What's cruz mean in Spanish?
Cruz.
Because it's of the
Cross.
cruz. Of the
Of
cross?
the cross.
Of the
Yes,
cross.
Of the cross.
Cool. Cool name. I like to be De La something. De La Boxing or something, you know?
There you go.
Of the boxing. How about of the broadcast? How about De La Pug Life Chronicles?
Yeah, I just want to shout out. We're going to be on Facebook. We're going to be putting up the stream later on. Not stream, actually. We're going to be putting up the recording later on YouTube.
All right, is that the format now? Explain the format to him,
Yeah,
George.
we're gonna do it that way because we wanted you guys to have definitely a. Well, let's go up to the ring first. Before
Right. Let's see who won the fight.
41-pound senior novice division. And we have a unanimous decision for your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner.
Okay, no surprise there. No surprise
at
there.
all. All right, so the format's gonna be, it's gonna be
Live stream on Facebook.
and then we'll pass on the recording onto YouTube. But
Right.
we gotta take a quick commercial break, Dave.
All right, who do we got?
We got a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Yo, what up? Come on, bro.
When things go wrong, you better call Norm.
All right, how are you? She told me all the problems.
I need help, man.
That's what I do.
You got gloves?
Oh, I got gloves.
Well, let's go.
That's not gonna fight for you in court.
Thank you. I got it. You're the best.
Hey, when things went wrong,
Gotta call Norm.
thank you, brother.
Senior novice division.
All right, so
We
there
got a
you go.
walkover coming up.
Let's hear it for Raekwon Butler.
If you need a lawyer, this is your man right here, Norman Steiner. Attorney at law. There you go. 646, 600 Norm.
Norm.
Saw the commercial. You're gonna see Norm probably with us tomorrow
Right.
evening, and it's a pretty cool towel here. All right, so we got a walkover this evening.
Right, we got a walkover. And that is Raquan Butler from Gleason's. And he walked right over Alexis Garcia from John's Gym. So Alexis did not show up, a no shoe. All right, so cross that out. So we don't know what fights we have and don't have.
All right, so
Zavante is coming up.
here we
Zavante
go. Dan
Felton.
De Blasio. Thank you for joining us here on Pug Life Chronicles.
Is that the mayor?
Dan De Blasio. Hey, you never know.
That's the mayor's cousin.
The mayor's
All
cousin.
right.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have somebody check Google it and see if that's the mayor's cousin, right?
Right, right.
We'll have one of
Pat
our staff
McGovern.
members in the back, in the booth, check to see.
Pat Russo and Pat McGovern are watching. They might be brothers. They might be brothers. Similar name?
No.
No?
All right, let's
Okay.
go to John Heffernan with the announcement for the next fighters.
I'll tell you what, anytime you can start your name with the X, you are like extra cool. You know? Like that is cool. Zavante Felton from Westbury, BC is in the red corner. I don't see him going to the red corner.
Zavante.
He's holed up in the blue corner. He's like trying to start the fight right there. Yo, get to the red corner, my man.
Blue corner, represented by New York City Cops and Kids. Please welcome, making his way to the ring right now.
They're colorblind, George.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to point to them to tell him he's in the wrong corner.
George, what are you getting paid by USA Boxing now? Come on, George.
No, because we want our fans to see the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, entering the ring is
All sorts of confusion with
Ethan
colorblindness.
Munoz from New York's Cops and Kids.
Ethan Munoz from NYC Cops and Kids. And Zavante Felton from Westbury, BC is in the red corner. I like it. He's got some sort of thing going on. What do we got? All right, shout out to Richie, I can't even read it, Akdont, and Erica Barger. Erica Barger. Wait, Dave Fleming says that we're doing amazing commentary, and love Dave Steve. Of course you do. Of course you do.
Who doesn't?
Have a nice crew for the Metros. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Appreciate that you appreciate us. We love you for it. Amber Lee Trejo is watching too. Eric Carter. Alcidius Perez Jr.
So we're just getting set to do the first round here. Xvante in the red corner.
Right, and he's got like that kind of flag thing going on. He's got the
from
stars. He's got the stars on his shirt. And not really stripes on his pants, but he's from Westbury.
Xvante from Westbury and Ethan Munoz.
From New York City Cops and Kids.
All right. This is 141 pounds.
Nah,
Xvante right away scoring. Nice combination. Catches Ethan.
Right, and I'll tell you what, I like the way Ethan moves right off the bat. I like his stance and his footwork. He seems very comfortable going in and out. And with Zavante, I like his stance too. Not so much his footwork yet. I haven't got a feel for it, but he looks good.
Nice left hook by Ethan.
Right.
Body shots by Xvante.
And Zavante looks pretty strong there. He looks like he throws a nasty left hook to the body. All right, so there's the answer. Zavante has a good, strong stance. Doesn't move too much. He moves enough, but he wants to throw his hard punch. And Ethan Munoz is a little bit of a mover, boxer, and probably wants to throw a lot of punches the way he's throwing his punches. See what we got
here.
I
like the movement of Ethan. I like that. He's in and out.
Right.
Not really getting caught there.
It looks like Zavante has some serious power over there.
Yes, he does. He does.
You know,
and
he's setting himself up to throw a hard punch. He's a guy that relies on his hard punch.
And Ethan moving in with that double jab and then comes right out. Not really connecting, but I like the fact that he's going in and out and throwing fast punches And Svante with big, strong right, straight right, catching Ethan.
I'm telling you right now, that Svante has some power in his hands. He's throwing hard punches. He's digging in. His feet are set. He's holding his body weight back for the most part, but then launching these punches. And Ethan doesn't seem phased by the punches,
No,
but
he's not.
But he's not scoring either. You know, it's holding him at bay. This power of Svante Felton from Westbury.
Great first round by these
Right.
two. Great first round. So you guys, you're watching some good boxing. 141 pounds.
I'm watching you too.
141 pounds. Not bad. This is what fight is this? What number?
Well,
is this?
you know what? It's technically number 7, but we have no idea because there was a couple of walkovers, so it might be 5. But then there were 3 developmentals, so it might be 2.
Right. All right. No.
Got that math going on. You see that? I'm just like
No.
whipping it out, whipping him out.
Okay. So anyway, this is supposed to be the 7th bout of the evening. We got heavyweights coming up next.
Right.
After the 141, we got one more
Right.
141.
I can hear him in the background warming up because they're heavyweights. You can hear him.
Floor. You hear the floor.
Yeah.
It's shaking. Everything's shaking. The place is shaking, man.
Okay. So anyway, with Svante Felton, you see that he didn't look to move around too much. You know, he does have movement though. I'm not going to say he doesn't have movement, but he's looking to hit. And then Ethan Munoz, who has a lot of movement, has to get by this power and start scoring some punches because it looks like he lost round 1.
Ethan did. Yeah.
In my point of view.
In your point of view. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I can see that. Because he's just falling short. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's the
Right.
longer reach of, and the connecting, just cleaner punches. Svante.
Well, Svante has some legitimate power. He's
Next to
holding
the body.
and you know what he's doing is he's just planting his legs, waiting for Ethan to come in, and then he's throwing like a good hard punch. And another thing about Svante is like he keeps his weight on his back foot, so he's basically even
Power.
Yeah, he's not like a true counter puncher, but he is in a way because
So is the referee.
he's waiting for Ethan to come in. He's almost like a spider web, like a fly trap.
And for me, I don't know. Svante looks a little bigger, just a little bit bigger than
He looks
than Ethan.
right. He's definitely strong. So when Ethan comes in, he's jabbing, but he's not landing that hook. He's throwing a 1-2, and he's not landing that hook.
And Ethan's power is
Right.
not. I don't think it's as strong as
Right.
Svante's power.
Although he scored with a couple of good jabs right
Yes,
there.
he did. Double jabs
Right.
by Ethan. Ethan getting
Right.
instructions from the corner.
So the ebb and flow of this fight is, if you take a look at Svante, who's in the Blue Stars shirt, he's kind of waiting for Ethan to come in, almost like one of these traps for the flies. What do you call that plant that eats up the
Venus
fly?
flytrap.
Right. And then when Ethan gets into his wheelhouse, he lets these power punches go because he's strong. Although Ethan scored with like about a 50-punch combination
Yes,
just
he did.
now.
Just
you
now,
know.
right on the ropes.
And-
He's holding
right.
Svante to the ropes. Has him
Right.
on the corner now.
Okay. So this is what you got in this fight. You got Xavier, Svante Felton. He's waiting in there. He's very strong. He keeps his weight on his back foot, and he's waiting for Ethan to come into his wheelhouse. And he comes on his back foot a little bit, throws hard hooks, sometimes comes down, throws body punches. He's very strong, right? Ethan, on the other hand, is coming in and just not scoring enough punches because Svante is pulling back on his left foot. So what Ethan has to do, which he did over there finally, is he threw double jabs, started getting, and then letting your hands go because you can overwhelm Svante because he's just staying
Planted.
there.
Yeah, he's just
right.
planted.
So that's the ebb and flow of this fight, right?
Good analogy.
Svante
That's good.
does not have to go forward. He's waiting for Ethan, and Ethan, if he's coming in, you know, it would be nice if he gave an angle or something. But the double jab is all he's got right now, and let his hands go. If Ethan was a little bit more skilled, he would be giving some angles as he came in.
All right, so here we start the second.
Right. So you see Ethan coming in, he's coming straight in, but he landed with that hook. Now Svante almost got mad and started coming forward. You see Svante, he
now
throws
Svante
hard
coming
punches.
forward, yes.
Right. Right. Because Ethan might have won the second round. Might. I'm not sure.
And Zavante really teeing off right now. Going to the
Right.
body is Zavante to Ethan. And Ethan trying to score up on top.
Right.
And wow. Big right
Right. But,
hook. Catching the gloves, though.
yeah, not scoring,
Not scoring.
but making their
But
point.
you hear the pop in the punches of Zavante.
There he goes. Referee Frank Martinez putting his foot down. All right, so let's see what. See, now Ethan doesn't give an angle, so he's got to come in with the double jab and then let those hands go.
And a nice
Right.
body shot going
Right.
down under and then coming back up top.
Because Ethan pulled straight back. Absolutely. Right. So now Ethan's got to let his hands go. He's quicker. He's got to let his hands go. Zavante's holding on over there. And he says, WTF? Work, train, fight. Come on, let's fight.
And Ethan trying to press the action here, putting Zavante on the ropes.
Good uppercut, left hook by Ethan. But he's really got to think of himself as behind and really try to overwhelm Zavante and try to win this round, which he might be doing. Good hook by Ethan. All right.
Big miss by Zavante and another miss
Right.
by Zavante.
Right. So I think Ethan's got Zavante's number. He's not trying to go into that wheelhouse.
Oh, and a big right by Zavante catches Ethan once again with that right.
But Ethan did
Ethan's
answer.
fighting
He
back.
answered each punch.
Yes, he did. Fighting back, but just you see the power punches from Zavante. Nice uppercut by Zavante. Moving Zavante around, Ethan is.
And Ethan's scoring just the last few punches with his speed.
Yes, he did. He might have taken that round.
He might have. So I don't know who won round 3. It looked like Ethan won round 3. Round 2 was up in the air. It looked like Zavante won round 1. So this is up to the judges, okay? I don't know how you see it out there, but it was definitely speed versus power.
Right.
Speed versus power.
Definitely.
Okay?
I don't know how you guys saw it. How did you guys see it? Because
it was
the way
like
we saw it, I don't know. I think he might have edged. I think
Who's he? Because they're both he.
Ethan might have
Edged out the fight or definitely a round.
I think maybe the second and third round. I'm not sure.
He definitely came back in the second round. It was like the whole second half of the fight was Ethan's and the whole first half of the fight was Zavante's.
Right. That's right.
You know? Although Ethan did push the pace, though. You got to give him credit for that. And that's Sonia Lamanakis. That's the president of USA Boxing.
Yeah, so Sonia's
She's a tough lady with a tender heart.
we're going to bring somebody on here in just a second.
Oh, yeah? Who's she bringing?
You'll see in a second.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
All right, let's
Great
see
fight, though. Great fight.
who the winner of this
That's
fight
right.
is.
And the beauty of boxing is it is always a chess match. It's you got to use your skills against the other skills and
All right,
strengths.
let's take it up to John Heffernan for the official announcement of the winner.
Unanimous decision.
Unanimous, okay.
For your winner in the 141-pound senior novice division, boxing out of the red corner.
Red corner, okay. Very close, very close. Very close.
You got people out there that said that he won.
All right, I have no problem with it. To me, he landed some good, clean, hard shots. He was definitely strong. He was powerful. But Ethan hung in there every step of the way and probably did not figure out Zavante at first. You know, he didn't realize he was trying to throw a lot of punches, but he was going into Zavante's wheelhouse. So this is something that, you know, other fighters are going to look at. So you look at Zavante, he's very strong, doesn't like to move much, likes to stay in his back foot, get you into his wheelhouse, and then you're in trouble because he can hit.
And you know the thing about Zavante, I think he got the cleaner punches, and that maybe that's what made him win the fight. He got the cleaner, stronger punches.
Right.
That might have done it. And most of the people on Facebook is saying, yes, Zavante took this fight.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
I'm okay
I'm good
with
with
that.
it.
Yeah,
I'm good with it. I'm good with it either way.
This is the 141-pound senior.
All right, so we got 141. This is the last for 141
That we know of.
that we know of right now.
That we know of, because they might give us another sheet with some more stuff.
His way to the ring. Let's hear it for Chensei Diaz.
All right, so this guy's entering the ring. And my partner's trying to get another fight sheet for the next couple of bouts. Not being really successful at this, but hey, we're trying. And thank you for all the compliments that you're giving us on Facebook Live. We want to bring the best for you guys to have a good time here watching with us. And yes, we do commercials. If you'd like to put up your commercials, let us know. We will be putting another commercial in just a second after this fight. All right, so entering the ring, I want to say hello to Cindy. Cindy, hello. How are you? Thank you for joining us here. All right, Jency Diaz in the red from Brotherhood Boxing. And you got Christopher.
Jency.
Yeah, Jency. And then you have Christopher Seeley from WTF.
Seeley.
Christopher in the blue corner.
Say
the blue
what?
gloves. Yeah.
Where's he from?
He's WTF.
Your referee in charge is Cassie O'Connor.
All right, Cassie the Queen.
Yeah, Cassie.
We know we're gonna get some lecturing because
Oh,
she's
yeah.
got to.
She's tough.
She's got to learn these people on the rules.
That's right.
Oh, we got a big height disparity syndrome
Big
going
time,
on
big
right
time.
over here.
Yes.
All right, so Jency is the taller fighter in the red corner, and Christopher Seeley from WTF is in the blue corner. And Christopher Seeley, thank goodness, has a dark colored shirt. And Jency gives up his height immediately and comes right down to Seeley's level.
Yeah, I never understood that, but catching Jency with that right is Christopher Seeley with that overhand right again. That seems to be the punch. That seemed the go-to punch for a lot of the shorter guys coming in with that overhand right. Just
And
swinging
look
it.
at Seeley. He's got all kinds of movement.
I like Seeley the way he moves around the ring, moving very well, very effective
Right.
around the ring.
He's got to be careful, though, because Jency's punches have some ominous intention in them.
Oh, big right again by Seeley catching
Did you
Jency
see that?
on
That
the
was
chin.
nice. First, he hit him to the body with the right and then came upstairs with the right. So he went over with one hand.
Very fast-paced this
Wow,
141.
look at Seeley.
And Seeley moving
Seeley.
around
Seeley's-
very well around the ring.
Seeley does not look like a novice
and let me tell
fighter.
you something. He's locked in, Dave.
Yeah, he is.
He's locked in.
He's got the distance.
Just
He's negotiating the distance
very
with,
well.
with
yes.
clarity.
Yes, he is. He looks like a bullfighter in there, just taming this big bull.
Wow.
And doing a very good job at it.
Well, this is not a normal novice fight. Look at Seeley.
Seeley switching, then going back to the conventional.
Boom,
Southpaw
and again with that.
momentarily.
That's an interesting combination Seeley's throwing. He's throwing a right hand to the body and then a right hand over the top as a combination.
And let me tell you something. It looks like Jency is slowed down just a bit, getting
Right.
caught again with that overhand right. With a straight left, moves right out of the way, does Christopher Seeley. I'm liking Christopher and his movement.
How can you not? This is
Wow,
very
this
exciting.
guy's very good. I'm sure you're going to see this guy
Boom.
in this tournament further if he goes through this fight. Jency trying to figure him out, throwing a jab, coming short. Again with the jab, coming short
Right.
with that straight right as well.
And this is so interesting. This reminds me of Gervonta Davis. So the height disparity syndrome is on full display, and Christopher Seeley is telling you how it's done.
Wow.
That
Wow.
is great. That is great.
Wow, did you see
that?
that?
That
I
was
mean,
good.
He's
So-
like, I'm going to say something about Christopher Seeley. Guy moves like the Matrix, man. I'm
Right.
not going to lie.
Well, listen.
I don't use that loosely.
We got Gervonta Tank Davis, who's one of the big fighters right now,
Yes, he
signed by Floyd Mayweather, who's making moves. And Gervonta Tank Davis is short.
Yes, he is.
Right. And this
A lot of power, though.
Right. And how you handle the height disparity syndrome is not always coming in. Sometimes it's staying on the outside. And when you get that tall guy reaching, then you pop in. Or when you get him, off balance and not ready to go, then you pop in.
And
And
what
you're
I
showing
Dave-
all his
Dave
angles.
said-
It's
Dave
beautiful.
Fleming says that both of them got swag, and you know what? Yes, they do. They both
Right.
do have swag. It's just that it looks like Christopher Seeley has a little bit more swag
Right.
than Jency Diaz
absolutely.
at this point.
And let's give Jency Diaz credit. He's staying to his game. He's throwing jabs. And he's throwing hard punches. So Chris Seeley, he's fooling around like that. But if he gets caught by one of these punches, from Jensen Diaz, it could be trouble.
Yes, it is. And okay, so we start the round number 2. And again, more of the same. Christopher Sealy going to the body of Jensen. Jensen firing off that jab, coming short with a 4-punch combination. Not really very effective. Not really catching Christopher Sealy.
Right. And by the way, Jensen started the round off as a lefty. Now he's back to a righty. Right.
And that big overhand right again by Christopher Sealy.
Right. And also a good left hook by Sealy. Sealy's starting to show a left hook now.
And Sealy with his arms down, using more of his
He's just
footwork to
comfortable.
get out of. Yeah, he's very comfortable.
He just understands the art of negotiating distance. He's got Jensen's punch measured. He's staying just outside of the reach of it, and when he makes his moves, and he shifted. This guy is pretty amazing. So this guy has a lot of boxing skill and talent. Christopher Sealy does.
Yes, he does.
You know,
good footwork.
right.
Getting out of the way of Jensen. Again, Jensen throwing that left, but missing.
Right, and
because
now
of the
on the
awesome
inside,
footwork.
and this is interesting. Let's see what Sealy does on the inside. He didn't throw too many punches on the inside, so as short as he is not an inside fighter, Christopher Sealy isn't. He is more of a timing and rhythmic fighter.
Well, in the first round, you saw a little bit of that inside movement.
Good.
And again, now on the
Good
inside,
move.
but
Good
not really
punch
throwing
up and move.
punches.
Right.
Missing is Christopher Sealy. Catching with just a glancing right, overhand right, is Christopher Sealy. Jensen really not finding anything clean to hit him with. And now they're tangled up as referee splits them apart.
This is really interesting to me to see Sealy fight.
I'm telling you, it's like a matador and a bull.
Right, and Jensen is doing good. This is a good fight for Jensen.
But what I'm seeing here, though, Gabe, is not only is the matador, he's also fighting like a bull. The guy's coming in, rushing, and he's amazing.
What's interesting about Chris Sealy is, for a guy that short, when he gets on the inside, he does not fight on the inside. He's more of a pocket fighter, meaning that he likes to fight at a distance where they both can hit each other, but he's kind of inside of the long arms of Sealy. And
yeah, so
okay.
yeah, exactly. You want to follow up that thought, Dave?
Right. So this is really, really interesting to me. So, my pen.
Oh, he dropped it. Okay. We got a little technical difficulty here. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, the technical difficulties, my pen. So we got Ms. Heather Hardy stepping in with us. How you doing, Heather? Okay. And just to get it clear, you know, Heather's, you know, she's making a living for herself. She's not wearing pleather anymore. She's wearing leather. All right, so don't make fun of Heather. Oh, and a good punch over there. And Heather, we have an interesting height disparity syndrome. It's like we like to call it on Punk Life Chronicles. We have the shorter Christopher Sealy fighting the taller Jensen Diaz. And Jensen Diaz has a lot of power, but Christopher Sealy has unbelievable timing. And he's punching off of these crazy moves that he's doing.
That little one could fight a little bit.
Yeah, he does not look like a... All right.
Sorry.
We're going to put you in the crowd if you start oohing and oohing like this, Heather. All right? All right. And...
Yep.
An 8 count, right.
Standing 8 count.
I think they called... I think I heard the ring, the bell. All right.
Oh, wow. A big right by Christopher Sealy.
Yes.
Trying to take advantage. And again, nice hook.
He's busting his ass.
And again, another standing 8 count
for
Jensen Diaz. And pouring it on was Christopher Sealy.
Wow.
And let's see what he does right now after this 8 count. And a big right again by Sealy. Jensen trying to fight him off.
Right.
But missing, just coming up short again with those jabs. And another 2-punch combination, and that's it. That's the end of the round.
Wow.
That's the end of the fight.
Wow.
That is a TKO by Christopher Sealy.
And I want to know what makes this guy a novice guy. This is not a novice fighter.
This was a novice fight?
Yeah, this is 141 novice. This is not a novice fighter. I don't know what that was, but Christopher Sealy is not a novice fighter.
That's amazing.
I mean, he might be one of these gym rats that doesn't have fights, you know. But
He could fight.
that was not a novice fight.
No, not at all. All right, so joining us here.
Let me introduce
Fun
you.
Life Chronicles.
Right, it's Heather Hardy. She's a champion of what division?
The featherweight.
Featherweight. And
WBO
what
world champion.
and what is that in the women's? I don't even know the weight.
126 pounds.
So it's the same. It's the same. They
Same
keep
as
the
today.
weights.
Yep.
I don't know. I thought they kept the weights a little bit different.
It's the same weight classes. It's different from boxing to MMA. So MMA, the 126 pounds division, I think it's the lightweight division. But
Right.
in boxing, it's 126 pounds is featherweight.
All right. Okay. All right. So I thought it was a little bit different. I was wrong. Speaking of the height disparity syndrome, you're usually taller than your opponents, right?
Yeah, I'm a taller fighter at one time.
Okay. All right. So this was interesting because the taller fighter was at a disadvantage because they were a little bit slower and didn't understand the distance right now. I mean, this guy Christopher Seeley just walked through that distance, got on the inside. Not so much on the inside they were fighting on the inside, but inside the pocket where he had the advantage of having the shorter arms and getting there quicker. You know. So I don't know. He's not a novice fighter.
All right, let's go up to the ring for the official announcement from John Heffernan.
Stop this bout at 132 of the third round for your winner, Thompson. Out of the blue corner, represented by World Trade Fight, Christopher Seeley.
All right, now we're getting the big boys coming in.
Yeah, all right, so while we're doing that, we're going to take a quick commercial break, Dave. We gotta pay the bills, my brother.
All right.
Gotta pay the bills.
All right, quick commercial break.
Yo, what up? Come on, bro.
When things go wrong, you better call Norm.
All right, how are you? She told me all the problems.
Look, I need help, man.
That's what I do.
You got gloves?
Oh, I got gloves.
Let's go.
That's I'm gonna fight for you in court.
Thank you. I got you. You're the best.
Hey, when things went wrong,
Gotta call Norm.
thank you, brother.
You got to
My
go.
next fighter.
Okay.
Right,
All right, so I'm here with Heather Hardy, but she's got to run. Heather, go. Go, all right? All right, sorry about the pleather joke. That's what happens when you make pleather jokes, George, all right? Just because the name rhymes with pleather, all right? So Heather Hardy is actually working corners today. Heather Hardy's a 126-pound featherweight world champion in the pros. She won her last fight at the Barclays, where she fought an excellent fight, really good, and she's making waves. She also is an MMA fighter. She's everything. She's a tough cookie.
Right. All right, so the big boys are coming in now, Dave.
The big boys, right?
The big boys are coming in.
Right. You know what happened? You know what would happen, right? If this was like a million years ago, right?
What's that?
They'd be extinct. Okay, we got Brian Glynn. Brian Glynn is from the New York City Athletic Club, the New York Athletic Club. Not New York City. Brian Glynn in the red corner.
These are 201 pounds, right?
Right. And for some reason, he doesn't have a headgear on. I don't know why.
I'm not sure.
He wants to show his good looks, I guess. And he's going to go against Christopher Mitchell of Gleason's gym, and we know who's going to do his corner. That's Heather Hardy going to do his corner.
Let's hear it for Christopher Mitchell.
All right, and that's who's that coming in?
These two are.
I thought it was this guy.
It is.
Brian Glynn?
And Christopher Mitchell.
Oh, and Christopher Mitchell. Okay, from Gleason's
Right.
gym. Okay.
And Heather Carney is in his corner.
Heather Hardy or Cardi?
Hardy.
Okay.
Not Cardi B. That's a singer.
Yeah, that's a singer. That's somebody else.
Right. You making fun of her last name?
Oh, Oh, no, man. She'll kick my
Because
butt.
I made fun of his first?
No, I'm not. Dude, I'm scared of her, man.
All right, you should be. That's a MMA boxer.
And she's
killer.
in shape,
Right.
man.
Yeah, straight killer.
Kick your butt, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee in charge is Ernesto Rodriguez.
Ernesto.
Referee in charge, Ernesto Rodriguez. You've seen him many times here on Pug Life Chronicles.
And Ernesto is the besto.
Yeah. All right, so this is the Ring Masters Tournament 2019.
Ernesto said, how am I doing?
This is going to be the heavyweights. We got some good action coming up. These are all heavyweights now from now on. Novice.
And
novice
you never know what you get when you get in 201.
Yeah, that's
when
right.
you get the heavyweights. Well, this is not the super heavyweights. These are the super heavyweights.
Oh, no, 201?
No, this is 201. This is the heavyweights. Just heavyweights.
All right, so you got Brian Glenn
In
with
the
the
red.
red and Christopher Mitchell with the blue headgear, blue gloves.
Right, and they both come out pretty calm. They look like two boxer punchers ready to go.
Brian Glenn using that jab effectively here in the beginning, opening seconds of the first round. Again, with that strong jab, and so is now catching Glenn is Christopher Mitchell to the body.
Right. It doesn't look like they both seem to be missing with their jab right now. They haven't quite found their range.
And this is like the 7th bout of the evening, right? Is that correct? 7 or 8 bout. We lost count because the fight card is all messed up.
Yeah, we don't say.
All right, going to the body is Mitchell.
All right. So when you see fighters go to the body like that, it's a lot of times it's because they can't find their range, so they want to just hit something, and sometimes they'll hit the gloves, and a lot of times they'll hit the body, and duck down a little bit so they don't get hit in the head, instead of just rushing and trying to hit the head. Mitchell did land one right hand.
Yeah, it wasn't not a lot of conviction behind that right hand, but he did score with that right hand, flush and clean.
Right. Well, these guys are staying on outside. They're finding the range. They're kind of, quite frankly, gun shy and indecisive right now. They're feeling each other out. You know, they got a lot of weight. And
201, man.
Yeah.
Big boys.
All right.
Oh, and a nice right stepping in. Glenn catching Mitchell with that right, catches him again with another straight right. And now to the corner.
Right. Let him go. He was pushing. Brian Glenn was pushing his head in there. So
stepping in is Glenn. Not throwing anything. Stepped in, but didn't throw a punch to follow up.
Right.
Stepping in. That's the end of the first
round. So it's like, you ever drive a car in the snow, George? In the snow?
Actually, yeah.
So like all the same things happen, but they happen in slow motion. So when you get these heavyweights, the same things are happening. They're just slower.
Okay.
Okay,
a little slower.
Right. This is how ninjas came out. Ninjas were small people. This is how ninjas started out, but they were so much faster than bigger people. So they started taking stuff and secretly doing stuff, and the big guys were slow, and they didn't know what's happening. Ninja fact.
We're gonna go back up to the ring.
Ninja fact. Shout him out, George. We got anybody want to shout out?
Oh my gosh. Okay, Jason Castillon, thank you for joining us.
Oh, that's my man right there.
Right,
Jason's fighting.
That's right. Great shenanigan.
I think Jason Castillon is out of Arden Sweet Science, if I remember.
Yeah.
I don't think he's out of Sweatbox. I think he's
Evelyn
out of
White,
Arden.
thank you, Mom, for joining us. Mom's watching us from Florida.
All right. What's up, Evelyn? Okay, let's see what we got. So again, we got Brian Glenn in the red and Christopher Mitchell in the blue. And I expect the ice to be broken now, and I expect some punches to be landed over here. And Christopher Mitchell's coming in a little bit of a Joe Louis type style.
Yeah.
With that shuffle.
Yes, that's funny you say that.
Yeah.
Just as soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, you know what? It kind of does look like Joe Louis.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Joe Louis,
yes,
too.
He does. Yes,
he might be his, great grandnephew or something like that.
Stop it, Dave, stop
No, somebody passed me a note saying that.
Yeah, they passed you a note, right.
I'll tell you. And Brian Glenn does this little, I don't know what he does. It's not a European move, but he kind of waves his left hand, and it seems to be confusing Brian Mitchell a little bit. I'm sorry, Christopher
nice
Mitchell.
Straight right by Glenn, catching Mitchell.
Right, And it looks like Glenn wants to land that right hand. He's throwing. He's coming. He's throwing. Yeah.
He's throwing punches. He's moving forward.
Right. And Chris Mitchell was doing okay with that Joe Louis type maneuver, but he's not letting his hands go. And, well, he landed with a jab right there.
Both landed same time. Yep.
Right. They're just not really committing. They don't want to break that ice. They're on the outside. They're playing that game of chess. Chess with punches.
Again, Glenn moving forward. Mitchell hanging on, and they tie themselves each other up on the rope here.
And they know nothing about inside fighting, George.
And Glenn again to the right with a right catches.
Here comes Chris Mitchell with that MMA grab.
Glenn again now catching Mitchell on the rope.
Right, and he landed a couple.
And with a couple of uppercuts. And Mitchell running away gets caught again on the ropes.
Right.
And a break called by the referee.
And the referee pushes him. And Nesto just shoved him. I thought he was going to call an 8 count for a second, but he just shoved him back into action. That's what I like. That's my kind of referee.
And again, that right
uppercut by Glenn. All right.
The right uppercut coming up by Glenn, catching Mitchell at the bell.
This is what I like. Yeah, I want to see some heavy punches long. You got heavy guys fighting. You want to see heavy punches. You got it. You got it.
That's right. That's
all right. Any shout outs, George? Anybody new? Come on.
Yeah, we got, oh my gosh, these names.
His names.
Katie Sullivan. Katie, thank you for joining us. She says thanks for the great commentary.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You're very welcome.
And then that's great. Listen, I got a homework assignment for you guys. Go pull out a dictionary and look up the word great and magnanimous and just words like that. Get synonyms and just throw them all over Pug Life. Just get a bunch of big words.
Yes.
Big words. And try not to spell them funny, all right? Try to spell. Or you can spell them by how they sound. You can do that, all right? We love it. Great is good, but
Nurala Zandran.
That's a great name.
Says, can you guys get a round clock timer? We would love one.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work.
Not right now.
Yeah.
We're still too small. We'll get that one day. Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming. And then
Because
Highland Boxing Academy is also joining us. Thank you.
All right. The Boxing Academy.
And the ring doctor stepping in to look at Mitchell.
Right.
Little stop in the action, but he's all right. They're going to continue second round.
All right.
I mean, sorry, third round, right? Just the third round.
This is round number 3, yes.
Third and final round for the first heavyweights of the evening at 201.
And just to clarify, it's not that simple getting a round clock because it has to be in sync with the official clock, and they call timeouts and they stop stuff, so it's not as easy as it looks to get a timer. So sorry about that. We don't want to give out false information or false time. All right, so let's see if Christian can come back. And Glenn has that little, it's kind of a feint, kind of a parry.
The left?
Kind of a distraction that he does, and it's working for him. It's working for him. He kind of pours it out there, and it seems to be distracting Christian just enough for him. And Glenn really tried to fall in with that right hand. He committed to it. All right. And on the inside, there is no inside game by Christian Mitchell. But Glenn has some inside game, and he's letting his hands go.
That's right. And again with right.
And then he's doing the holding and hitting.
And now Mitchell with a 2-punch combination of his own.
And Brian Glenn turns out to be a little bit of a mugger. He was holding the head and feeding uppercuts to Christian Mitchell over there. And Nesto did not call it, but I saw it in the last round, and I've seen it again. Get ready for it, George. When he's on the inside, look for that holding and hitting. And there it is. There it is. You saw it?
Right uppercut.
He grabbed the head and tried to feed him a right uppercut. There it is again. There it is.
And why not? And why not? If you got him, hit him.
That's how you do it.
Calling a stop to break these guys out.
Right.
1 point.
Oh, Nesto did catch it. No, he took it from Christian for holding.
Yeah.
He said, man, you got to stop holding. So he took a point and yelled at him. Whoa, and Brian Glenn scored with another right hand. I don't think there's any question as to who won this fight and who didn't.
Yeah, well, the more the active of these two, obviously, was Glenn.
Right.
and Brian Glenn, and from the New York Athletic Club.
I'm gonna call Glenn the lobster claw with his left hand. He's like clawing at you. You don't know if he's gonna hold you and hit you, which he does, or he's just gonna parry you, or if he's gonna snap it out to the punch.
He's kind of holding it out there.
It's that claw.
Right? And it was kind of mesmerizing. I think a little bit. I think that's where Christopher Mitchell got a little bit.
He's a hypnotist besides being
like
a
snake
lobster.
charmer. Like a snake charmer.
He was working it. I liked it. Sometimes feinting.
And then hold, and then
holding and hitting.
I like that. That's a dirty tactic, but I like it. I like it.
And if you do it like this quick, you're not going to get called for it.
That's right.
I don't know. But we see it. In Pug Life, we see it.
We see it.
We see it. We see it. And if you play it back, you'll see it too. We call it, we show it, baby.
That's right. Right here on Pug Life Chronicles. Only on Pug Life Chronicles.
Only are you going to get this amateur boxing.
On Pug Life.
Yes.
Right.
And we do it right.
And by the way, this is the Ringmasters Tournament, the Road to the Garden.
That's right.
Stay tuned, because April 19th, you want to make sure that you show up and support these guys at Madison Square Garden.
Buy some tickets, all right? Get out there and support them. And, I got some news on the tickets too, George. I do have some news.
Just a second. Let's go up to the ring for the official announcement with John Hefner.
Unanimous decision for your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, represented by the New York Athletic Club, Brian Glenn.
All right, so Glenn with the win.
That's right, Glenn with the win. All right, what did you want to say about the tickets?
All right, so in this year in the Ringmasters Tournament, to open it up to the kids and some people that are in boxing that might be having to work like part-time jobs and stuff like that, they are introducing the $25 ticket.
Wow.
The $25 ticket. So you could go to the Garden for only $25.
And you can watch,
all right?
you can watch the final tournament for $25.
Right.
That's not bad, man. How do you ever get to the Garden for $25?
Right. So that is fantastic. So
I want to go.
Get your Hey,
I'll
be there. I'll be there.
Right. I am going.
I'm gonna buy a ticket and come, because I want to sit. I want to sit in the front and the back at the same time.
But you know what's cool? Those rings, man.
Those rings. The rings are the thing.
Unless you got that ring.
That's right.
That's what happens. A lot of these guys, they will get this beautiful ring. You got to see this ring. It's amazing. As Dave gets manhandled over here. But anyway,
they're a little rough. A little cornermen are rough.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break, because we got to pay the bills, brother. We got to pay the bills.
Yo, what up? Come on, bro.
When things go wrong, you better call Norm.
All right, how are you? She told me all the problems.
Look, I need help, man.
That's what I do.
You got gloves?
Oh, I got gloves.
Let's go.
That's another fight for you in court.
Thank you. I got it. You're the best.
Hey, when things went wrong,
Gotta call Norm.
thank you, brother.
First, introducing.
All right, so this is the 10th bout of the evening out of 15.
Right.
Kids boxing out of the red corner, now making his way to the ring. Put your hands together for Ross Glockman.
Ross Glockman in the red corner. Ross. What kind of man? Glockman.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a big dude, man. This guy's muscular, man.
Yeah. He's muscular.
But you know what?
Wow, he looks like a weightlifter.
Yeah, he sure does. But that does not mean he can box.
Yeah.
Even if he's got muscles, it means nothing.
Right. And that's another thing, too.
Wait a minute. Who's in the squad? Is that?
That's Gary Stark and Pat Russo.
Oh, wow.
For Alexis Garcia.
And Alexis Garcia is from John's Gym in the Bronx coming in. And look at Alexis with the blue. I don't know if we saw Alexis Garcia before. He looks familiar from John's Gym. I've seen him before. I think he was here last year in the tournament. I'm not sure Alexis Garcia, but this guy in the red corner, Ross Glockman from New York City Cops and Kids.
Right. Very muscular.
Tough guy, man. Looks like a tough guy.
And it's hard to have that kind of muscle and have speed, because when your muscles are that well defined, you know, it's hard to have that kind of speed, that kind of size. You know, they're usually not fast twitch muscles.
That's right.
But then again, he might be a sprinter. Who knows?
And thanks for the shout out, JP Hines. Thank you for the shout out.
That's my boy JP.
Yeah, JP's on there.
All right. How you doing?
He said Red is going to take it. JP thinks Red, but Muscles,
Yeah.
listen. Jake Wellen is saying Muscles don't mean nothing in boxing, and he's
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
Don't mean nothing in boxing. Here we go,
Let's
round
see.
number 1. And right away, these guys get tangled up right away. Now,
Yeah, they get tangled up. That's whoa. Punching on the break, Muscles is. That's Muscles Ross.
Ross Glock.
He said. Let me find out.
Warning right away is the referee to Glockman. Both these fighters and Alexis Garcia also getting the warning, and now they go. Here we go.
And that's the referee, Alexis, giving a warning. Wow. All right.
Oh,
So
and
one,
Alexis getting punched in the back.
right. I think
By
he slipped that
Alexis
punch. I
Garcia.
think he slipped that punch. And these are free swinging punches right here.
Alexis Garcia on the inside being held by
This
Glockman.
is like when you have Rock'em Sock'em robots and they just keep hitting each other.
Oh,
Whoa,
nice
good one.
combination by Glockman. Glockman now stepping back. And
Right.
now Alexis Garcia from John's gym trying to catch him coming in. but
Right. And
again,
Alexis
tangled up in the
Garcia is a free swinging guy himself. He's not
Oh,
too much.
and a big left-right combination rocks Alexis Garcia, but Garcia's taking it. Gets rocked momentarily, but is still standing up there and fighting. Now holding on to his headgear,
Right.
not throwing anything back, and getting rocked. And I see an eight count coming soon if he doesn't start firing back some punches.
Right. Yeah.
And going to the bottom, 2 thundering punches.
Well, he's
is
putting those
Glockman.
muscles to use,
And
isn't
now
he?
Alexis Garcia moving forward, but not throwing any punches.
Right.
And a big right, a left and a right. And again, a 2-punch combination by Glockman, and nothing from Alexis Garcia, and those thundering punches again.
And I'll tell you what, Ross Glockman is giving a good account of himself, throwing combinations, letting his punches fly, throwing body punches, coming forward and punching.
Oh, and a big
and
left.
landed a good left hook right there. And Alexis Garcia seems to be able to eat these punches like snacks.
Yes, he does. You think maybe he's waiting for the next 2 rounds?
I don't know what he did right there, but he did not throw punches.
Maybe he's waiting for Ross to tire himself out, because with those muscles, I'm sure he's going to need oxygen pretty soon.
Do you think he formulated that plan, George? This is a novice fighter.
I don't know, man. Listen, we don't know.
You're talking oxygen? You think he's formulating oxygen?
You know what, Dave? We don't know. A lot of these novice fighters, they watch professional boxing, and he may think this might be a strategy. I don't know.
All right. Yes, I do know. He's not thinking oxygen and muscles and blood flow. No.
He's getting his
He's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking, but he better punch. I'm thinking he better punch. I'll do the thinking, George. I'll do the thinking.
Jay is saying that Garcia might be quitting, and that's what it might be. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might be. He might have been totally overwhelmed.
Paul Dixon saying that he's tired. He might be tired. He says, but he's talking about Red might be tired. He's talking about, but I don't see Ross Glockman being tired at all.
It's hard to be tired. It's almost like hitting a heavy bag if the guy's not punching bag at you. You know. Let's see what Alexis Garcia does. All right. What's the time?
The doctor wants to see Alexis.
Okay. All right.
And you know what? That's all right. Alexis Garcia, he took a lot of big shots.
And by the way, this is why we can't have a timer, because if we're not in sync with them, there's no way that you will be getting the right time.
All right. So doctor says it's good to go forward.
It's good to go. Let's see what Alexis Garcia does, and let's see what Ross does. Ross had a good old time in the first round. He just threw punches and didn't get punches thrown back pretty much. All right.
And again.
All right, and now Alexis Garcia looks like he wants to come forward, and he landed a right hand.
But I think he got caught with that
Yeah,
right.
he got caught with about
and
three.
He temporarily got rocked.
Right.
It looked like he kind of shook him, Dave. He looked a little wobbly, but he's still coming out forward with jabs.
Right.
Putting Ross Glockman to the corner.
Right. And I'll tell you what, Alexis Garcia knows how to come forward.
Nice
and knows how to take punches.
And again to the top goes Ross and Alexis Garcia getting hit. And the referee's got to really take a look at this.
Right. I think that
a straight left by Ross.
All right. So Alexis,
he looks tired.
Yeah,
Alexis
he looks a little tired. Those are good body punches.
By Ross.
And Ross is just
Glockman.
Right, is doing well. He's throwing short, compact punches and a back slap.
A backhand by Ross.
Right. And if you don't get called for it, it's a good punch. Yeah, he's leaning on the ropes. I think he's kind of giving up, Alexis is. All right, there's an 8 count. There's an 8 count.
And you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, he can use an 8 count. He doesn't seem too well prepared for this fight. Seems novice. Doesn't seem to be in great punching shape. Doesn't seem to be. He's got that big right hand, but he can't land it. He can't land it. Alexis Garcia does.
And that's the end of the second round. And you know what? Jay is saying something. He's right. He says just because you can take a punch doesn't mean you should. And
right,
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that.
Just because you can take a punch, right. That's what my mother used to say when I used to take her money. Like there was change around and I used to go to the candy store. So just because you can take the change doesn't mean you should. Good point. And people are yelling and screaming and there's like paraphernalia being thrown into the crowd.
All right.
Generous.
All right, here we go. I'm sorry, who's this? Tyresia?
Rody. Tyresia.
Willie Fisher, thank you for joining us.
That's LeBron's wife. I know Tyresia because she's going to the Barbados trip. There's a boxing trip going to Barbados, and I believe Tyresia is going. How you doing, Tyresia? All right.
The referee wants to check out Alexis Garcia, make sure that he's
fine
with the doctor.
I don't know. If you're not going to fight, there's no reason to be taking punishment.
All right, putting him to neutral corner. Okay, start of
all right, let's
round.
see what he does, Garcia.
Starts with that left jab.
And Garcia's coming. Garcia didn't quit. And Garcia's coming.
He's upset.
Right.
He looks very, very upset.
Right.
And he's throwing punches with reckless abandonment.
Right.
Getting caught with a big left.
Here comes
Alexis Garcia. So he got a lot of heart.
He's got heart. He's got heart. He does the backhand himself.
He's got a strong chin as well. Because he got hit with some bombs here, but he's still in there.
Right. He's coming forward, but he's not coming forward effectively. He's not coming forward with good punches. He's just coming forward with his body. Whoa. And Ross hit him with a real headbutt right there. Oh, my goodness. Glockman came forward with his head.
And again, a nice stiff jab by Ross Glockman.
Yeah.
He caught himself with an overhand right by Alexis Garcia. That's probably the cleanest punch he's thrown in this fight, that overhand right. And that was earlier in one of the fights. You saw that being effective.
Right.
Maybe that's what Alexis Garcia needs to do here.
And Glockman is actually throwing not a jab, but a lead hook, it looks like. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a cross between it. See if you can see it, George. Yeah, it's a lead hook.
Yeah.
It's a lead hook. Interesting.
And you're watching all the
Right.
action
And
here.
Glockman looks a little bit tired now too, but he looks like he's winning this fight pretty easily.
Oh yeah, convincingly. Definitely.
Glockman doesn't look like he wants to throw too many more punches. And Alexis Garcia wants to come forward, but
I think if Ross takes the rest of the round off, I think he's still going to win. But a nice right.
Finally by Garcia.
By Garcia.
Right.
Catches Ross at the end of the belt.
All right. So if you see somebody in the corner that you might have recognized, it's Gary Stark. And Gary Stark he does a lot of training with Andre Rozier. A lot of people know Andre Rozier from Havoc. And they work in Danny Jacobs. They work with Danny Jacobs. And Gary Stark just took Marcus Brown to become world champion.
That's right.
Out of Cops and Kids.
What was that, like maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe a month
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, and he beat oh my God, the name just slipped.
I'll
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
But Bandu Jack.
Yes.
And he just beat him world championship. It's incredible. So if you see Gary Stark Jr., let me know. These guys are getting trained by real trainers and all over the place. You saw Heather Hardy, who's a world champion herself, working the corner of an amateur fighter.
Right, she was here earlier,
So this is the game. This is the game. The amateurs are not that far away from the professionals. Do not think they are. And this is this year is a Olympic qualifying year. Some of these fighters are going to be going on passing this tournament and going into the Olympic trials, and it's fantastic. You know that you are connected by it finally via us, Pug Life Chronicles. Let's pat ourselves on the back for the
bringing
amateurs.
this, yeah. All right, we're the only game in town bringing this to you guys.
Right.
All right, so let's go up to John Heffernan for the official announcement.
Represented by New York City Cops and Kids boxing out of the red corner, Ross Foxman.
I don't know what just happened, but they announced the obvious winner.
All right, so
I saw a couple of names out to Ray who? Ray Shenanigans?
No, Shenanigans. We shot at Ray before.
What's up, Ray?
Thank you, Ray. We want to welcome Michael Martinez. Thank you for joining. Do us a favor, share this link. This is the platform that gives these
Amateur boxers.
These amateur boxers. This is the only platform, and we're giving them. And you're going to see them. Some of them developed into pros, as you saw last year.
Yeah, we had a few of our guys who won the tournament last year or placed in the tournament. They're turning pro. They're doing well. They're getting signed by some fighters. You know, they're getting signed by Eddie Hearns. Golden Boys watching us, right? 3 got signed by Eddie Hearns. You know.
All right, and they're kicking out table over here.
That's Jeff Freeman.
Jeff is going.
Right.
I don't know what is happening.
I don't know why he gave me the middle finger. You kicked that table. That's not enough. You know, I don't know why that was necessary.
Well, getting back to Eddie Hearns, yes, and these guys, they watch us. I know they watch us because
they
we're not going to be able
do.
to see. We're the only ones that stream the amateurs.
Right, and in New York, and New York has, you know, high quality boxing. We have so many people from the Eastern European group that have turned pro, and they're under Gary Starks and Andre Rozier. They have a bunch of stable of great fighters over there, and these gyms are serious.
All right, so this is probably like the 12th bout, but let's
11th.
go up to the ring.
11th.
Okay, let's go up to John Heffernan.
Aris Santos from Vet Memorial out in Long Island. That's out east. Aris Santos. And he looks legit, Aris Santos does.
Yes, he does.
He looks well put together. And you know what? He's very muscular too, but he looks like his muscles are more from punching instead of weightlifting.
Weightlifting, yeah. They look leaner.
Leaner and more of the fast twitch. You know. Underground in Brooklyn. So from Underground in Brooklyn, Rostislav.
What the heck is that?
Oh my God, Skikun. So.
And he just gave us a 30 look. He just gave us
I'll tell you what, underground boxing has these Eastern European blocks. It's like Eastern European block fighters and training. So it's a great thing for boxing in New York because they get some of that Eastern European flavor.
Well, I'll tell you what, I ran into his coach into the bathroom, and I said, "Hey, what are you boxing tonight?" And he says, "No, I'll break you." And I just said, "Okay, thank you very much," and I ran right out of the bathroom.
Right. And these coaches they come from that Eastern European, the former USSR, all these countries.
Dude, this guy looks like I'm telling you,
they are
tough
legit.
guys.
They are
guys.
legit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got 201. This is 201 again. Novice.
Right. Aris Santos in the red, and Rostislav Skikun in the blue. Skikun.
Is that how we're saying it? Skikun?
That's how I'm saying it. Skikun. underground boxing, that Eastern European block, and these guys can't fight. Oops, not supposed to touch gloves. And Jeff Friedman says, no, you don't touch gloves.
And right away, it's Arias Santos moving forward.
Right. And you can,
he's the shorter of the two.
And you can see the boxing ability from Skikun right away. He's got foot movement. He's moving all around. He's not phased at all by the punches that Arias Santos is coming with. Arias Santos is throwing bombs, and Skikun is just moving away in this tiny ring. It looks like a 14-foot ring.
Yeah, it's a small
or 12 ring.
Small ring. And Arias Santos trying to go to the body. And moving well, yeah, like you said, Skikun is moving well.
Right.
And connecting. Oh.
Well, Jeff Friedman says he's going to get one for slapping probably. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he just threw a punch and it just wound up being that way because of the movement of Skikun, where he was in relation to that punch.
Yeah, Skikun is a good mover.
Yes, he does. He moves well for a big guy, man. He moves like a shorter type of guy, but he's probably like, what, like 6'2", 6'3", maybe?
Yeah, and you got the height disparity syndrome going on. And the thing is, he's throwing these jabs, but that's the question. Can he keep him on the end of his jab? Can he land that jab?
And moving well, you see that? When Arias Santos threw that punch, he rolled with those punches.
Right. And Santos has very good defense. He's got good Mike Tyson-like moves. And it looks like he scored with an overhand, right there. Right. So he's kind of hard to hit. This is a defensive chess match. I really am enjoying this.
Absolutely.
You got Skikun on the outside trying to land with straight punches.
Which he did right there. He stepped into it. And now Skikun on the ropes.
And then you got
catches Santos with that right, a sneaky right, a quick sneaky right, momentarily stopping Santos.
Right.
Stopping that momentum.
Right. And then you got Santos trying to bull his way in there.
And Skikun trying with that uppercut too as well.
And this is great. This is good. This is good boxing right here. This is great boxing. This is what you like to see. This is something, and we'll say time and time again. I'll say time and time again. If you watch this kind of boxing, when you get on the pro level and you watch the pros, you'll know what they're trying to do.
Right.
In this one, you have the height disparity syndrome going on, as we like to name it, or as I name it, and I don't care if you like it or not. But basically, Ariel Santos is the shorter guy. He's trying to find his way in. He wants to throw punches. He wants to get into that range. Meanwhile, Skikun is on the outside. He wants to keep him at the end of his jab. And every time Ariel comes in, he's moving his feet. He's moving his feet like a lot of European fighters do.
And you know what's funny?
A lot of good fighters do.
He doesn't move like a big heavyweight either.
He moves
very well in the ring.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, Skikun is trying to keep him on the outside, but Ariel keeps moving his head. You know, did I got his name right? Arias Santos. I got his name. But Arias Santos keeps moving his head and is very hard to hit himself. So you have a defensive match, and they're trying to negotiate the distance right now.
And let me tell you something. Arias Santos throwing that jab, but missing, not really in range because of the movement, the really good movement of Skikun. He's moving around the ring.
Right.
Moves very well for a big guy in the 201. Moves kind of like a welterweight, right?
He moves smooth and
very smooth.
It's simple. He keeps to the side. He does not want Arias Santos in front of him, and he will keep moving to the side and moving. He's giving good angles.
Nice body shot by Skikun.
He's shooting a jab. Now Santos has probably had a few guys taller than him at this weight, so he's used to it, and he's really not getting hit with the jab. But he's not.
Scoring with that right.
Right. And now Santos is making a classic height disparity syndrome short guy's mistake. And that is he's moving his head while he's on the outside. He has to move his head when he gets a little bit closer.
Skikun again going to the body.
Right.
Santos trying to answer with that quick right. Santos gets caught with that right hook.
Right.
And now tangled in the ropes and in the center of the ring.
And Santos is having trouble negotiating this distance, getting in punching range, and all right. So Skiko getting warned for slapping by Friedman.
Nice uppercut by Skiko.
And now he's going to get warned for that headlock.
And you know, it looks like Santos is really having a hard time finding his range here.
Right. This is negotiation.
Yeah, and Skiko keeping him at bay with that good footwork.
Right, not really his punches, but the footwork. It's the footwork.
Again, going with the uppercut is Skiko.
Right, and then he holds him. Referee yells, no holding.
And Skiko's corner, I swear I'm watching a Rocky movie because I'm hearing some Russian.
Yeah.
Some Russian
right. Absolutely. So what happens now is, all right, so now let's talk about Santos, who's making a classic height disparity syndrome mistake. All right, the classic thing is that you're shorter and you want to slip punches and you want to punch. You want to get inside. The problem is when you're too far away, you don't have to slip punches or you don't have to make this kind of movement. Because you're too far away, you make this movement, the guy watches you go down, come up, watches you go down, come up. He stays on the outside and lets his punches go. That's a problem. The problem is that you got to make these type movements when you get in close.
Yes.
While you're in close.
Yep.
So you have to work your way in. You have to jab, even though you're not going to reach with the jab. You have to pull on the outside, and that was the difference when we watched Christopher Seeley. Christopher Seeley was comfortable on the outside, and then when he made his movement, he was already in the pocket in punching range. That's the big difference with the height disparity syndrome.
All right, here we go, Arias again.
And look at that. Arias Santos did the right thing. That's what you got to do. You got to jab and move your feet, and that's what gets you inside. Once you get inside, then you start using your moves and letting your hands go. And that double jab is the best thing that Santos could do right now. That's the only thing that will get him close.
The only thing is he's out of the range the whole time because of the footwork of Skiko.
No, he's getting in range with the double jab. He's getting in range with the double jab. It's just that he's got to throw immediately once he gets in range.
And when I see Skiko, he's planting his feet down and waiting for Arias to come in, and he's throwing that hard right. And let's see if he does it again, but that's what he's doing in this round.
And there might be a point right here. He's holding on a lot, Skiko's is.
Again, planting his feet and going to the body of Skiko's.
Right.
And again, with a nice, like a right cross. Missing that time. Arias trying to score in once they get on the inside. And a nice uppercut by Skiko. Again, that sneaky uppercut.
Right, and I think they oh my goodness, I thought he was going to get warned for holding again because he keeps holding. Skiko's does, and Skiko's is letting his hands go. He's getting into that comfortable range. Oh, he pushed his head down. Skiko's did. Skiko's has a lot of dirty tricks.
Yes, he does. Looks like he's been around.
Yeah,
right.
He knows his way around how to handle shorter fighters.
He doesn't look like a novice.
Right.
He doesn't look
he's
like
grabbing him. He's pushing Santos' head down. You know, he's throwing sneaky uppercuts, which is not illegal, but there it goes.
Yep.
There it goes.
And Arias fired back and caught him with a nice left hook.
And Freeman is just warning him, but he doesn't take a point. Jeff Freeman doesn't. And that's a little bit unfair. It's a little bit tough. You got rules, and the rules are being broken.
And again, that sneaky uppercut again by Skiko.
Right,
and that's the end of the fight.
Right.
And end of this round and end of the fight.
And I think Arias Santos is also a little bit too muscular. I don't know if he lifts weights, but if he does, you know, he looks a little bit too muscular, and he got tired. I think it deprived him of that blood flow and that oxygen, as George mentioned. All right.
Very possible.
Should we give them a Google assignment or some homework? All right. If you're too muscular, it's gonna interfere with your boxing. If you're too muscular, you know, muscles.
Very, very
you want to be fast twitch. You don't want to be bulky. All right. You do not want to be bulky. You want to be fast twitch. Okay.
All right, that's right.
You got some shout-outs?
Yeah.
Who are you shouting out, George?
Ilila Martinez, hello. She says, hola, hola, Ilila.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo está?
All righty.
I'm just showing off that Spanish, George. Just showing it off.
Not bad, Dave. Not bad.
I'm very proud of that.
Mickey Boyle, thank you for joining us.
What else we got? Anybody else?
Jeffrey Bugatti. Boy Richard. Jeffrey
Bugatti
boy. Yeah.
Now, does he actually own a Bugatti, or does he have like
Bugatti Boy Richard?
Is
yeah.
that like a cool name to put on there? Like,
I think that's a really cool name because a Bugatti's very expensive, man. Unless he's got that kind of paper, then.
Yeah. I just
All right,
want to
here we
ask.
go. It's a split decision. Let's see.
A split decision?
Yeah.
How? How is that even a split decision?
I'm not sure. We can't hear John Heffernan's mic, but it is a split decision. I don't know how and why and what happened there. But that was totally a one-sided fight.
I don't think he wanted to announce a split decision. I think he knows too. How's that a split decision?
Not sure, man. Good job by both these
now
fighters.
He's yelling at the now John Heffman is yelling at the DJ right now without the assistance of a mic. He says, "I wish we could just yell at the DJ and say, hey, get your bike."
And let me tell you something. This is Work Train Fight here in Manhattan, New York.
WTF.
WTF. This place is packed right now.
What the?
I mean, there's a lot of people in this at capacity. I mean, there's people all over the place.
And this block here has a lot of initials. And right across the street is Cool AF. Cool AF, where they sell air conditioners and fans. Cool AF.
You said that earlier.
This
in
is
the show.
right. I know there might be some people coming on.
Right.
Right.
It's WTF, Work Train Fight, and we're here in Manhattan. This is the Ringmasters tournament, and April 19th at the Garden. The winners of all these fights, it's the brackets. They go right up to the top.
Right.
On April 19th, you want to come out, join us on April 19th at Madison Square Garden. Come say hello to us. Come say hello to some of the boxers. Watch some good boxing. And like Dave said earlier, the ticket prices.
Ticket prices, $25 at the Garden. You can't get that. Come on.
The Mecca.
The Mecca. They're just rolling out the carpet for you fans, boxing fans, to come and watch a live show.
That's right.
Let's do that.
That's right.
And downstairs, I'm going to get something to eat at BS, which is the bologna shop. And George, who's a vegan, is going to go to the vegan shop, which is No BS, right next door.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a vegan.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're gonna be coming up.
Vegans go to No BS.
We're gonna come up to the 12th bout of the evening.
All right.
We have 15 scheduled, so the 12th one is coming up.
In this senior 201-pound novice division.
Big boys.
Introducing boxing out of the red corner. Representing by Mendez Boxing Club. Now making his way to the ring, please welcome John Hughes.
All right, again, so we're still in the heavyweights, 201 pounds. You got John Hughes coming in from the Mendez Boxing Club here in Manhattan, New York. And he's going to be taking on James Diamond from Freeport, PLA.
And let's find out if he's really a diamond. And you know how you can tell if a diamond's good? By its hue.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So John Hughes is going to test the diamond. John Hughes is going to test James Diamond.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And look who's coming in as his coach. In the corner of James
Joe
Diamond.
Higgins.
Joe Higgins.
Joe Higgins from Freeport, PAL. He is a bulldog of a man, Joe Higgins is.
He is.
Former Marine, ex-firefighter, full-time coach, bald and rough.
Full-time tough guy.
He's a very tough guy. He doesn't even shave his head bald. He just intimidates the hair away.
All right.
He's rough.
And Ernesto is going to be the referee in charge.
Ernesto Rodriguez.
I don't know what he said, but it sounded tough.
Ernesto is kind of like looking like the most interesting man in the world lately.
Beard, yeah.
Ernesto is going to be selling Dos Equis at both BS and No BS, the bologna shop and the vegan shop. Caribbean shop is no BS.
All right, here we go. Round number 1. Higgins in the red.
And a lefty-righty conundrum.
Yeah, and you have
John Hughes
James Diamond.
John Hughes is your lefty in the red, and James Diamond from Freeport is in the blue. Standard orthodox fighter. Look at this. And John Hughes already is pretty tricky with his front hand. You're not sure whether he's going to throw a jab or a hook or a feint. I like the way John Hughes is keeping that right hand active in the front.
James Diamond catches John Hughes as he's coming in with that straight jab, straight down the pipe.
And that I like that too because Diamond, that's what you do. You still throw a jab. Just because the guy's lefty doesn't mean you can't hit him with a jab. You still throw a jab. And Hughes looks like he wants to pin Diamond in the corner, but Diamond is very comfortable. He was comfortable in the corner. He was not intimidated at all.
Diamond from Freeport, PA.
Right, Diamond's in the blue. Blue Diamond. There you go. That'll help you remember, folks. Blue Diamond.
That's right.
And red is Hughes. Red Hugh. Blue Diamond versus Red Hugh. And this is good. You got the lefty-righty conundrum going on.
Kind of like a chess match. They're
right.
Feeling each other out in this first round.
And neither fighter is worried about getting their foot on the outside. They're both unconventionally working the other way, and I like it. And James Diamond scores with a good jab over there. And John Hughes seems a little bit disoriented. He doesn't know like exactly what he wants to move.
You know, it's funny, yeah, because he started the round moving it forward, and now he was backing up, and now he's moving back forward. He's moving forward again. And James Diamond scoring with that quick 1-2 catch.
Right. And he's got a good long jab. Very interesting. Oh, this is great. This is good boxing. All right, good. So this is good. So George, even though we're in the amateurs, we have the lefty-righty conundrum going on.
That's right.
And two skilled fighters because they're not doing the same boring, same old effort. The classic way to fight a lefty for a righty is to put that foot on the outside, your left foot on the outside, and throw with the right hand, which is nonsense because you got to throw with the jab. So a lot of lefties, too, put their foot on the outside and they throw their left hand, so you have a mirror image. Both of these fighters are looking to go the other way, and both are throwing jabs and throwing 1-2s from different angles.
Well said.
So this is a real good, interesting look into the lefty-righty conundrum and how to handle it, and they're both handling it right.
And now let me ask you a question. Who do you think is setting the pace and the tone of this fight?
Well,
setting that right there of keeping that foot not so much on the outside.
Well, I think they're both doing it. They're both looking for a different angle. And right now, I'm saying that James Diamond has really done something by landing his jab.
And he used that jab just momentarily and then scores with that right because of that jab.
Right.
And his foot is on the inside, like you said.
Right. So now Red Hughes he's got it. Now he's coming in because his foot is being forced on the outside. He's coming forward and trying to land his left.
Yeah, he's starting with a lead-off left. That's what it looks like.
Right, and that's the old thing. But he's still throwing his jab, which is good.
Well, let's see how this fight, how this round turns out.
See, now he's moving to his left. There you go, and that's what he was looking for. He was looking for a little bit of an angle and throwing the left.
And now staying on the outside is Red Hughes.
Right, and he did score it a few times.
Diamond pushing forward now.
And Diamond has an excellent jab and a pirouette. A little momentary loss of footwork, giving him a spin over there. But I'll tell you what, James Diamond has an excellent jab, and I think that's the difference in this fight so far.
Absolutely.
Is James Diamond's
He's
jab.
scoring with that jab. That's
right.
That's right, Dave.
And now you start seeing Red Hughes is starting to adjust to it. He's picking off that jab. He's seeing it, and he's answering that jab with his own left.
But now with the right, a lead-off right is Diamond, and now answering back is Hughes, but then Diamond comes back with that right, that straight right.
And these guys are very well
this is a
matched. They're matched very well.
Good match.
They're very good boxers.
I like the way I think the way Diamond He's probably training with a lot of lefties because he's really doing very well against his lefties.
Right, he has no problem with this lefty.
None. He doesn't look confused, doesn't look
Right.
dazed, moving well around the ring.
And in the red, Hughes is he's probably a little bit confused because of the way Diamond is going after him. He's a little bit confused.
You never see that, so he's probably
Right.
not used to that. He's probably used
Yeah.
to righties, like you said,
Right.
staying on the outside. And Diamond's doing the opposite. Diamond's staying on the
Right.
inside and catching him with that jab.
But he did adjust. He did make some
adjust, yes.
adjustments. He did make some adjustments. I saw him slip Diamond's jab a couple times, answer with the left, answer with his own jab. So it's good. I kind of gave both rounds to Diamond. I'm kind of on Diamond's side.
Diamond, so am I.
You know, so it's kind of like
good. He looks good against a lefty.
it's kind of like a do or Diamond for Hughes. Because if he doesn't do it, it's Diamond. You know, that's all right. I see you out there, Facebook land. These things are going over your head. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry that you just don't understand. I apologize, all right, for being over your head.
All right, couple
All right.
shout outs. Harry Pakiakis, thank you for joining us, buddy.
Okay.
Please share the link.
So we got Red Hughes and Blue
Talia
Diamond.
Sutton, thank you for joining us. All right, so again, Hughes starts with that lead off left.
Right.
And Diamond now following up with that jab, a left jab.
Right.
Now throws that quick right, catching Hughes.
Right. So I'm sure Hughes knows that it's do or Diamond. So he's trying to get in.
And Diamond.
Now, right. Diamond's kind of selling out a little bit. He's going to the old strategy, and they're both going into they're both novice fighters.
Oh, and a nice 1-2.
Yeah.
And
then-
Diamond now coming forward.
They're selling out and letting their strong hands go. Boom.
Catches Hugh with a big right. Now Hugh bleeding red.
Right. You know what it is? Hughes knows that he's got to fight.
And again with a big
and,
right.
And he's coming in
And
range.
Hugh,
Big
again,
right hand. Big right hand.
Original stops
Right.
the fight. Is he throwing an 8 count? He's doing
Right.
an 8 count.
As they count and a little bit of a bloody nose. I'm sure the doctor's going to check it. All right. And look at Hughes. Hughes is not playing around. He knows that the fight's on the line, and he's not holding back. He is a warrior, and he's trying to come forward. Meanwhile, Diamond has got that long left hand, and he's got a long right behind it, and he's looking for it. And these guys are well matched. Well matched. This is a good fight.
Oh, with a big right again
by Diamond. Right.
And Hughes now a little perplexed.
Yeah, he's
backing up.
I mean, Hughes wants to get in there, but that right hand is holding him at bay. Right.
It's Hughes.
Oh man, what a headbutt by Diamond. Boy, Diamond just stuck his head into Hughes' chin over there. Not a headbutt, but more of a head push.
Diamond again with the jab. Again, another jab. And now with a straight right. Diamond catching Hughes on the ropes. And again with a big right to end the round.
Right.
Right against the
accentuate it.
To accentuate it.
Right.
Wow. What a fight.
That was a good fight. So I don't think there's a question who won that fight.
Not at all.
No,
not at all.
Right.
And in the corner is celebrating what they think might be a win for their corner is James Diamond.
I'll tell you what, I'm about to get in a fight now. If somebody else kicks our table, George, all right? Somebody else kicks our table.
You're going to get in there.
No, I'm going to stab him with this pen. This pen that I keep in my hand, you know, I like to point things out. I like to write little notes, but I also use it for self-defense. Yeah, all right? I'm like a ninja with this pen, all right? Take this out and just, like, paralyze people, all right?
So, wow, James Diamond putting on a really good show here.
Yeah.
I think, in our humble opinion, he won the fight.
Yeah.
And it was that, what did it for him was that jab, and it started that jab, and then that big right.
And I don't know if Diamond's arms are longer than, but did it look like Diamond had like some really long arms or what?
He looked like he was punching from the other side of the ring.
Do you ever see Freddy Krueger in Nightmare on Elm Street? Like when he punched, his arm kept coming out of the sleeve. I mean, that's what Diamond looked like, except there was no sleeve because they're wearing tank tops, George. But that's what it looked like. It just looked like he just had the longest arms in the world.
And I see James Diamond has a tattoo of some hockey pucks, and
Unanimous decision.
could be it's a hockey player.
Boxing out of the blue corner.
Wow. No surprise there, but that was a good fight. That was a good fight.
James Diamond with some hockey sticks, tattoo on his. Maybe he learned how to fight in hockey.
Yeah, that's what happens. Good thing a hockey match didn't break out in this boxing match with Diamond.
That's right.
You know?
All right, so great fight. You've been watching some good boxing.
Yeah, very good boxing.
Right now, that's the 12th. We got 15 fights scheduled for tonight. That was the 12th out of the evening.
That was number 8. No, that was number 12.
Number 12. We got 15 to go. But anyway, April 19th, we want to let you know. April 19th.
Hey, listen, $25 tickets.
At the Garden.
Get them, baby. Get them.
At the Garden.
Take your ass out. That's like for $5 more than a movie, you got live action and good fighting, right? In a movie, you might spend $20, but when you start fighting over the popcorn, nobody wins. Nobody wins.
Okay.
And you know what I'm talking about. You know.
This is the Ringmasters tournament, and you don't want to miss that. That's going to be April 19th.
Come out and support your
and
fighters.
By the way, tomorrow we will be live again from Mount Vernon, New York. It's the Ringmasters.
Ringmasters.
We will
That's
be
great.
live again from Mount Vernon, New
George,
York tomorrow.
is that a sticker?
This is a sticker.
Why do you stick that on your forehead so people know who you are?
Right.
And what you represent?
I'm not a ringmaster.
Ah, okay.
You got to be a ringmaster. I'm not a ringmaster.
All right.
All right, so we're going to go to the 13th bout.
Okay.
With John Heffernan.
Anthony Bullock. What a name, Bullock.
And there are no open fighters tonight.
That's
all
right.
Novice. Not tonight, no open fighters. And that's for Elon. Elon, he's also trying to get into the Ringmasters. I believe he's going to be fighting in the Ringmasters tournament as well.
Right, so the notorious unattached fighter, from that's fighting novice, you never know what you're going to get. Are you getting somebody that trained in the garage? When you get an open unattached fighter, that means that he's a nomad. He's a Ronin. He's going from gym to gym.
And this is Anthony Bullock, unattached. But I think I saw.
We
Anthony
saw him last year, right?
Yes, he did.
He's super muscular.
Yes, he fought against Orville Popcorn.
Oh, this guy could fight.
This guy could fight.
He is a Ronin. He is a Ronin. That means a wandering samurai. All right. This guy can fight. Anthony Bullock. And he's some sort of fitness guru too, right?
Yes, he is. And he's a model, I believe.
He's a model. And he's a chef.
He's fighting David Ortiz.
He's a chef and an Uber driver as well.
From IBF Boxing Club, not David Ortiz, the baseball player, the former baseball player. This is
Let's call him Big Papi.
Yeah, this is Big Papi David Ortiz, IBF.
We're calling him Big
IBF
Papi.
Boxing Club. But not the Big Papi that you know from Boston.
Right. The Big Papi from what
IBF,
club?
IBF Boxing Club.
Where's IBF?
I'm not sure where IBF is. We're going to find out where that is. Okay, so we're getting one of the referees to tell us.
International Boxing Club.
Okay, there you go.
International Boxing Federation. That's in Weirfield Street in Ridgewood, Queens, right on the border of Bushwick.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right.
Right.
We were there last year.
And Bushwick has changed. It's turned into a nice neighborhood. You used to get bushwhacked when you went to Bushwick, but now you get your cafe lattes.
Oh my gosh.
And our director is pointing something out. He says Anthony Bullock has skinny legs. He's big up top and has skinny legs. All right. That's probably genetics. They're probably stronger than me and George and you combined. Because they're going to hold all that upper body. All right, so Big Papi David Ortiz is in your white, and Anthony the Bull Bullock is in the black.
All right, here you go. Round number one. Anthony Bullock.
And Bullock is starting out strong.
Looks like a football player more than a boxer.
He looks like a bodybuilder more than a boxer.
But he can fight.
Yeah, he can fight. He's nice and calm. He's pretty agile with all those muscles. And Big Papi is throwing some jabs of his own. Not too good. Not too good in the inside, either one of them. They just lock up and tangle. And there's a triple jab by Bullock. And the Bullock bull rush is on. Some good body shots, too. And Big Papi tries to answer with a, I think that was a bunt single attempt. All right, so
David Ortiz working the body, goes in with a 1-2 to the body and then gets out.
Right.
But now answering is Bullock, but then now Bullock just pushes down.
Whoa.
Pushes.
He locked him and bulled him to the ground.
Pushes David Ortiz to the ground.
All right. So we got to see if Ortiz can start landing some punches. Ortiz,
he did there.
He landed. Right, and Ortiz is starting to land his left a little bit. Bullock has got his bull rush, and he's definitely landing. Bullock is definitely landing. He's coming in strong, and he's punching before he gets there. So he lands 2 punches or 1 punch, and then they kind of lock up, which is good for Bullock at this point.
And to the corner they both go. David Ortiz slipping in the corner. The corner seems like it's wet.
Right, it definitely is wet.
In the corner.
And they don't have a towel in the corner. So it's going to stay wet. All right. Wow. And Bullock looks like something out of almost like Night of the Living Dead when they catch you and it's interesting. But Bullock, for a strong guy, he has strategy. His strategy is, even though he's rushing in with a bull rush, he's landing punches before he gets there.
Right.
And then he's locking up Ortiz. So Ortiz has to either move or land the punches first to stop Bullock in his tracks, which is hard because Bullock is very strong.
He's very strong, but it looks like he's going for a knockout. And somebody pointed that out here, Highland Boxing Academy, and said, right, he looks like he's going for a knockout, but he should just fight his fight, forget about the knockout. If the knockout's going to come, it's going to come. But, you know.
Well, I don't know. I think Bullock, I think that's his strategy. I think his strategy is to rush in.
Yeah, he did that last year, but when you're fighting more of a finesse fighter.
Well, Orville Crooks had so much experience, you know. Bullock is a rough inside fighter. He's going to come in there, and, you know, his strategy is sound. I understand that he's throwing hard punches, but, I mean, look at him. He does move, and get ready. He comes in there. Ortiz did what he was supposed to do. He caught him before they got in there. And on the inside, they'll just break. So now let's see if Ortiz could meet Bullock coming in, because Bullock is definitely coming in, and Ortiz does. A little sidestep to the right and a nice jab. So Ortiz is making the adjustment. I think Bullock caught him with the left hook. Wow,
And
what was that?
Right, yeah.
What was that?
Wow. And
What was that?
Is that a standing eight count?
I don't know. That was kind of. I think Ortiz thought that the ref said to break, and you know, he took a step back and Bullock punched those punches. So Ortiz was not ready for that. And Ortiz is getting hit now. He was definitely a little bit shook by that. And Ortiz doing the right thing, putting his body weight on him and holding on. He's got to clear his head for a second. That was too bad because Ortiz just stopped fighting and just took a second, and Bullock punched.
And Ortiz getting some advice from his corner, trying to do what his corner's telling him with an overhand right, but he tried, but not really connecting.
Right. That's a good jab Ortiz is throwing, but
That
he
was
needs to
a
throw
jab, yeah,
more
more
of them.
of them. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, he landed like 3 of them this round. That's not going to do it. And Bullock is kind of pacing himself this round, which is interesting because as soon as Ortiz started hitting him first, he changed a little bit. I'm kind of disappointed in that round, George. I'm disappointed because it looked like Carlos Ortiz was starting to land a jab, starting to meet Bullock coming in, making it more of an interesting fight. And then I believe the referee called break. They both stepped back, and then Bullock just charged forward. You know, and I'm going to blame that on the ref for not taking control of the fight. You know, like not taking control of the fight. I think if you're going to call a break, it has to be loud. And I really like the ref to take a step in between them and separate the fighters. You're going to separate them, separate them. If you're going to let them go, put your hand in and say box. You know, like that's what I say. I didn't like it. Ortiz got hit, you know, when he thought there was a break, and that changed the complexion of the whole round.
All right, so we're here, third and final round for this fight with Anthony Bullock from an unattached gym. These are 201 pounds, and you have and David Ortiz in the white from IBF.
Big Poppy.
Big Poppy from the International Boxing Federation. Is that what it is?
And they are not supposed to touch gloves. You only touch gloves when you spawn, not when you're fighting.
Final round.
Right. And let's see what we got.
Nice uppercut by Bullock. Catches Ortiz, but Ortiz still hanging in there.
And Bullock is unorthodox. I think that's part of his strength is that he's obviously very, very strong, but he can throw punches too. And there's that Bullock rush. And he looked like he landed about 3 or 4 punches in that maybe 6 or 7 punch combination.
Yes, he did.
Right.
He's stepping in with that jab, with that hook. With that hook is Bullock.
Right.
Catches Ortiz, but Ortiz still hanging in there.
Right.
Ortiz going to the body.
And there's nothing wrong with Bullock's strategy. Bullock throws a couple of good punches, and if the guy covers up, Bullock throws like these haymakers. You know.
And again, Bullock with that a nice jab coming in.
Right. And right now Ortiz has no answer for him. If he can't meet him,
he's out of gas. He's out of gas, David.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I think that hurt him, that punch. Like, see, if he threw a good jab there, but then he ate like about 5 punches with the Bullock rush. And it's a lot to ask for Ortiz to recover and come back. Boom.
Wow. Taking a lot of punishment is David Ortiz.
And Bullock is one of these guys who, let's face it, he can put his muscle to use in punching power. You know, he is a different type of athlete. He actually has muscles and can use them. Because he generates the speed and power. And he uses his leg. Was he a football player too, George? Did he say that?
I don't remember, but for some reason that's just what comes into my mind.
He's definitely using his legs. I mean, he gets some of his power from his legs too. Although our director points out again that they're skinny legs. But even though they're thin legs, director, they can still get some. There still can be some power generated from them. Okay.
Yeah, he's got some power in there. He's got power.
Deontay Wilder has thin legs and thin everything, but he generates a lot of power. Right? I don't know what it is. The director cannot get off of his thin legs.
All right, so that's the 13th bout. We got 2 more bouts, so you want to hang in there for Pug Life Chronicles. Remember, April 19th, the Ring Masters Championship at Madison Square Garden. Tickets start at $25.
Who gets Madison Square Garden for $25?
$25, man.
What a bargain. What a bargain. You guys need to come out and support and come out and revitalize boxing in New York City, because amateur boxing has been outside of the Garden for a huge time. A huge time. You know?
But you know what? And come out anyway. Come say hello to us. We'll be there early. And come say hello to some of the boxers. All right, so as we're waiting for John Heffernan with the official announcement. I think we already know who got this fight, but we don't know officially. We don't know officially. And honestly, what we say doesn't count.
Come to a unanimous decision for your winner, boxing out of the red corner, representing unattached, Anthony Bullock.
Bullock. Good sportsmanship by David Ortiz. All right, so that's the 13th bout. We have two more heavyweights, novice here on Pug Life Chronicles. Where are you guys watching? Let us know. We'll give you a shout out. We're here at Work Train Fight in New York City, WTF. And please share. Thank you as always for our
So we have something interesting here. I got a cop story for you, George. I got a police story. So these two guys that are coming in are both police officers, and they're matched against each other, and they're going to be fighting in an all-police show at Madison Square Garden.
Guys that are coming in
later,
now.
yeah,
The heavyweights that are coming in now.
right now. The two heavyweights coming
Very
in right now.
interesting,
Super,
very
yeah.
interesting. And here's something even more interesting too that I see. The last name is Quinn Seeley, and you saw Christopher Seeley earlier. Are they related?
They might be related. They might be related.
And you saw Christopher Seeley, unanimously. With great footwork earlier in the fight. Remember him?
Yes, Christopher Seeley. So we got another Seeley.
We got another Seeley.
Right, and then we have a LaRon Rhodey. I know his wife.
She's on watching us.
Right, she's watching us.
That's right.
So this is very interesting. And these two are not matched in the show later on, in the police show later on in the in this tournament. In the police tournament, but they are matched together here.
Wow, that's interesting.
How interesting is that?
Interesting.
In the 201-pound senior novice division, making his way to the ring, Quinn Seeley.
And he's Quinn Seeley from Boxology.
Boxology. The study of?
Hamburgers? I don't know what.
Study of boxing.
Oh, okay.
Geology. The study of rocks. WTFology.
That's right.
The study of WTF.
You get a hello from Quinn Seeley. I don't think he's related to Christopher. He doesn't look the same. I don't know.
Yeah. He's bigger.
He's way bigger.
Unattached. Let's hear it for LaRon Rhodey.
LaRon Rhodey. I heard they call him LaRon the Bomb. That's what I heard. And a retired police officer in the corner, Steve the not-so-genteel giant, I heard his nickname was.
Yeah, he looks intimidating, man.
Yeah, he's scary. We actually went to the same boxing gym when we were kids. And he scared me back then, too.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
Looks like a bouncer.
By the way, Quinn Seeley's coach is in the corner, is Understanding. That's his name, Understanding. And I believe he believes he understands the sport. Understanding. I believe it's one of those 5% names from back in the day. All right. Jeff Bugatti Boy Richard is talking crap, just like his fake Bugatti. Why do you call yourself Jeffrey?
Justin Longchamp, thank you for joining us.
Jeffrey Mini Boy Richard for that Mini Cooper you drive.
All right, let's go up to the. Who's that referee?
Justin Longchamp. How you doing, Justin? What else we got? Price Taylor. Price Taylor, what's up? Jay Quinlan Monops. Jay Monops, what's up? How you doing?
We already shot at them.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
How about Bernard Staz Clark? Hugh Herbert.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, Quinn
And
Seeley
Lita Martinez.
with the yellow headgear, red gloves. And LaRon Rhodey. LaRon Rhodey fighting from the outside.
And these big boys are going. Oh, my God. It's like somebody stole their donut. and they
nice
drank lots of
combination
coffee.
there by Quinn Sealy.
And Quinn Sealy does a little bit of a push. And Brody's coming right back. Yeah, and Quinn Sealy throws a wild left hand that lands.
And the referee
Boy,
calling.
the referee better watch out. Referee, you get between those big boys, you end up to be a sandwich. That's 2 big loaves of bread right there. Look at this.
Oh.
Wow. And Quinn Sealy's coming forward like a machine.
And again, Quinn Sealy putting Brody on the ropes. It's more of a pushing match right there.
Right. Quinn Sealy, I think, outweighs Brody and is using that weight to come forward. And Brody looks like a little more determined that he wants to land that right hand. And Quinn Sealy's doing, there we go. And there's that right hand by Brody.
Brody
and he landed
like
a couple
4,
times.
5, 6 right hands.
Yeah, he did a concerted effort on that right hand, and he did. And
7 behind the head.
Right, and his punches were stronger. Brody's punches seem to be a little bit more functionally better, the form. Quinn Sealy's kind of like coming forward and letting his arms go, but not really getting his body weight behind his punches. Getting his body weight behind his chest, which he's pushing forward with. That's what he's doing. And they're both exchanging punches. And we got a war going on. There you go.
End of the first round.
That's good. Good punches right there.
Yeah, but that's a tough bout to
tough round to score.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I don't know. I'm not sure. As far as Quinn Sealy definitely landed more punches. It's style. It's what you like. So Quinn Sealy landed more punches, but they were kind of like arm punches. Brody landed less punches, but he put some body weight into them. He threw better punches.
I think they were cleaner punches.
Cleaner punches. So so this is the amateur. I'm not sure who you go. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna say okay. I'll stick to the side. Right now I got Brody winning
that round, right?
Because of the cleaner punches.
Right.
With Quinn Sealy, he's a little bit more sloppy. Yeah, he throws an abundance of punches,
right.
But they're not really connecting as clean as an effective as they are with.
But he landed more, so I'm gonna go for Quinn Sealy. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go opposite you.
It'll probably be a split decision later on. We'll see.
We'll be each other's devil's advocate.
There you go.
That's what we'll do.
And Price Taylor, thank you for joining us here on Pug Life Chronicles.
That's a ringmaster right there, Price Taylor. Last year's ringmaster.
He's trying to see who's not open in this.
Right. These guys are not open. No, sir. All right, let's see. Now, Brody,
round number 2.
And again, Brody looks like he's making a real concerted effort.
I like that. He goes to the body and then goes up top.
To throw that right hand and land it. Now, Quinn Sealy is just coming forward and just throwing whatever he can. He's throwing his chest, his head, his gloves, and a refrigerator.
Okay, and again, there goes to the body is Brody. Brody again to the body with that right. Caught him with like 6 punches, 7 punches, 8 punches to the body.
Right. And Quinn Sealy doesn't seem to be phased by it, though.
No, not at all.
He's using those punches like snacks.
Not at all.
Now, there's Brody again. He landed with a good, strong right hand.
And to the body is again Brody. Again working the body, then going back up top.
Right. And I think that's going to be an 8 count.
That's going to be an 8 count for Quinn Sealy.
All right, so they're saying to keep Brody to keep his head up. And Quinn Sealy, ooh, that was an elbow he was coming forward with. Ooh, that was a mighty elbow he was throwing. The mighty Quinn Sealy elbow, the mighty Quinn elbow he was throwing. And I'll tell you what, that poke out somebody's eye right there. You got to watch that. Oh, there he goes with another elbow. And Quinn Sealy's like the elbow king, the mighty elbow.
And a big right by Brody.
Right.
And that's the end of the second round.
Right.
All right, now.
And Quinn Seeley ate a couple of right hands there. I didn't like that.
All right, well, that's the 14th bout of the evening.
No, it's still, we still got one more round.
Yeah, we got one more bout, but.
This is the 14th, yes. And I tell you what, this WTF crowd is like the happiest crowd I've ever seen. They come into the ring, they throw stuff into the crowd, and the crowd is happy, and the people in the ring are happy, and there's dancing going on, and it's just wonderful being here.
Definitely a good atmosphere here. Absolutely.
George, are you leaning back? You got to rock this,
I got
George.
people leaning on my chair, making me lean back.
All right. Just as long as nobody kicks our table again, all right? Stick them with my pen. All right, round 3. All right.
All right, the mighty Quinn staying on the outside, trying to catch with that right uppercut.
All right. The Quinn is actually throwing a decent jab now, and he's got very long arms. So he should take advantage of that.
And a big right by Rody. Rody again to the body, working the body with a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 punch combination on the ropes and gets another standing 8 count, the mighty Quinn does.
All right.
And wow, what a barrage of punches that Laurent Rody threw in there.
Right, he threw a barrage.
And a nice uppercut by Rody.
Right, Quinn answered with a good right hand, but.
And a big right by
the mighty Quinn. Here comes Quinn, and Quinn is doing some good resting over there by coming forward, smothering Rody, and getting himself a chance to rest. That's a very good idea, and you got to do whatever you got to do to clear the cobwebs. And if Rody gets some space,
again to the body, working that body is Rody. With a lot of body punches, then going up on top and gets that's it.
That's a RSC.
Wow. And a stoppage by Rody in the 3rd round here against the mighty Quinn Seeley from Boxology.
Right. All right, so that is well, that's an interesting match. It was they were matched well in size, height, and appearance, but you know, I think at the end of the day, it's skill and it's proper punching. Basically, Rody was throwing, he was keeping his stance, he was really concentrating on throwing a straight right hand, throwing good jabs behind it, and Quinn Seeley was a little bit all over the place, you know,
right,
which isn't bad, but you have to, your skill level has to be up, and you have to be able to slip punches to fight like that. So, you know, it's a half dozen in one hand and whatever in the other. Maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
All right, so we're going to wait for the official announcement with John Heffernan to announce it. And then we're going to hit the last and final bout of the evening. Another heavyweight.
Of round number 3. For your winner,
So Rody wins that. Good job by Rody. I'm sure his wife is happy with that. You should say something, Miss Rody, by putting something, by commenting on our link. Okay.
All right, we're going to take one final commercial break before the last bout of the evening.
Oh, yeah, let's get one final commercial break.
All right, we're having some technical difficulties with the commercial.
Bout of the evening. Senior Novice Division. Introducing
we're just gonna go.
boxing out in the red corner.
All right.
We'll go back. We'll go back to the commercial in a few seconds.
Put your hands together for Emil Golashewski.
Emil. What a name, Bravashewski.
And his opponent, boxing out in the red corner, unattached. Let's hear it for Marcus Cox.
Okay, so another unattached fighter. We've been having all these unattached fighters. But it might be that the gym is not registered. They might actually be in a gym. So let's see, because Levon Rody's unattached, but he was out of he worked with Steve Gentile, who is a legitimate trainer. So I'm sure they work out of a gym. All right, let's see. All right, so Salinas is working the corner, so I really think that this is an unattached fighter. And this might be one of these fighters where you just don't know what you get, because he might be trained. He might say, oh, yeah, I'll jump into Ringmasters, and, you know, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight in a tournament.
Absolutely.
So I'm predicting that something interesting is going to happen.
I believe so.
Right.
Yeah.
And Emil Golashewski, when he was little and used to run around barefoot, you know what his mother used to yell at him? Emil Golashewski, which meant go grab your shoeski. Okay? And put your socks on too.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Yes.
Can't make this up, man.
Well, I might have. Okay. I can't even see it. All right. How do unattached fighters get a license? I guess they just show up to, they call USA Boxing, they get the instructions, and they go get a license.
All right.
Oh, man, what was that? What was that? That was so unnecessary. Jeff Freeman, take control. Take control. He did not have to do that, Golashewski.
Marcos Cox
he made like he was going to touch gloves and then started throwing punches. He did not have to do that.
You said earlier.
Yeah, it was going to be interesting.
Yeah, but you said earlier that there's no touching gloves.
Right.
And Emil did the right thing. I don't see anything
No,
wrong with it.
he made like he was going to touch gloves.
Maybe
he made like he was going to touch gloves. And oh, look at this.
And now,
wow.
And now Marcos.
Yeah, Marcos Cox is a straight-up street fighter. Look at him. This guy's a bouncer in the bar. There's no way that this. And look at him. He's a straight-up street fighter. He's leaning back, which is good. He's got all his weight on his back foot, and he's getting punches in. And I'm impressed by Cox, this unattached guy who just put himself in this tournament. Yeah, he's doing well. And then Emil Golashewski, who's got the standard stance, who's got the right jabs and everything, is having all kinds of trouble with Marcus Cox.
Marcos Cox is a lefty.
Yes, absolutely.
Fighting in the left hand stance.
And they're both lefty. And Marcus Cox is doing extremely well with that lead right hook from that left hand stance and that lean back weight on his back foot.
I wonder.
He's straight up jailhouse boxing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think they call that C-76 or something like that. Learned that in Rikers. You know?
And Emil going forward, connecting with a nice three-punch combination. But, you know, Michael Cox seems up-phased. He seems like he's been here before.
Yeah, Michael Cox is obviously a boxer. This guy's done some boxing. All right. I remember when I was young, back in the hood, when guys didn't know how to box, but they had a cousin that went to jail. They were like, yeah, you C76, and you know, like they were doing all that stuff. But Cox is actually doing it. He's actually doing it. And I did not like that move. Like, listen, either you touch gloves or you don't. You don't pretend you're going to touch gloves and throw punches. Emil got a Lushki or lost Yashewski or that was unnecessary. That's unnecessary. You're going to fight a guy anyway. You don't need that. You don't need that trick. I didn't like that at all. Did not like it. You know? So I'm a little upset with that.
All right.
You know? I think it's poor sportsmanship.
And so was Marcos Cox, and Marcos, I think, got the better of him in that first round.
Right.
All right, round number 2. And a lot of water in the corner.
Yeah. Right. And that's not good. That's not good.
And the referee, I think, is calling a stop in the action too.
But they don't even have a bucket. This guy is definitely unattached. He came from off the street. Salinas is working his corner. I guess he spit some water on the floor or something like that. And now they're looking for some Scotty tissues. And now I think they're using gauze. And the referee's right to do this. And you know what? That's another pet peeve of mine. Yeah, hide that because they'll try to use that towel, George.
This is not this one.
Yeah.
Not this one.
We got a towel, but we're not throwing it in. All right,
Oh,
there
okay,
we go.
somebody
Somebody threw in a towel. Somebody threw in a towel. And it's important. They're like, and this is something else. If you're in a fight, you should not be pouring water in the corner. You got to have some respect for these fighters. All right, and they're both letting it go. Oh, we got a true heavyweight, super heavyweight fight.
All right, that wasn't a knockdown.
No,
that was just a push.
That was a push.
Marcos Cox gets up.
So Emil Galashewski looks like he's coming through. He's coming ready to fight this round. And oh, look at Marcus Cox with all that good head movement, and he's not getting hit. Landed a hook. Marcus Cox yeah, he's very interesting. Although Emil did land a good jab right there. And Cox is backing Emil up. And this is with the height disparity. This is how you do it. You see, when Marcus Cox is making the moves, he's making them on the inside, not on the outside. That's very important. On the outside, you don't need to make the moves. You got to get in. Once you get on the inside, go.
Nice.
Marcus Cox walked into a couple of hard punches right there, though.
He did.
Yeah. All right. And Emil Galashewski has got his fighting shoes on right now. And these guys are getting more tired than marathon runners at the end of, what is it when they hit the wall? Mile 20?
And now Emil getting the better of Marcos Cox.
Yeah, Emil is letting his hands go.
And
Marcus Cox looks tired.
Yeah, he looks tired. He looks like he's running out of steam.
Right. Marcus is just tired.
Yeah, he's tired, off balance now.
But he comes in. All right, he's starting to come forward again. He's determined. I think the mind is willing, but the body isn't able for Marcus Cox there. Wow, Marcus Cox just completely ran out of gas over here.
Wow.
And I'm going to watch Salinas and see if he pours water all over the ring. All right. He's got a bucket now, Salinas does.
All right, so wow. This is the final bout of the evening.
Right. And it is a barn burner.
You want to make sure you tune in tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow evening from Main Street Boxing in Mount Vernon, New York.
Right.
And we probably was scheduled to go on at 6 p.m. But because of amateur boxing, you never know. We might go on at 6, 6:30, 6:15, in that range. Just be around in that range.
It's called ABT, Amateur Boxing Time. And that's no BS. Bologna shop downstairs.
There you go.
Well, actually, no BS is the vegan shop next to the bologna shop downstairs.
Next to WTF.
WTF.
Work, train, fight.
Across the street from what?
Work, train, fight.
Cool AF. Cool AF across the street. So
All right, here we
air
go.
conditioners
Third
and
and
fans.
final round.
All right, I have it 1 round apiece.
Yes, I do too.
Let's see what we could do.
But it doesn't count whatever we say.
No, it
Emil
doesn't.
staying on the outside with the red.
And
you got
Emil
Marcos Cox.
is hopping.
Seems like he got a burst of energy in this third and final round. And now
Emil Galoszewski has found his jumping shoe skis, and he's jumping all over the place. Wow, look at that. And Jeff Freeman warms Emil for bending down and butting Cox. And there he goes again. He's trying it again. Emil is coming in head first, like a missile, like a scud. I'll tell you what, I'd like to see Marcus Cox just catch his breath and land a couple of punches.
yeah, Marcus Cox is tired. His punches now a little bit sloppy, a little bit wide, kind of missing, not really throwing a lot of power behind those punches.
Right. And Emil Galoszewski is getting warned for, I don't know, some sort of infraction. I think Cox landed a right hand in that mix just now and put Emil back. And Emil is coming forward and putting his head down and trying a little back around maneuver.
He punches Emil in the back.
Oh my God, these guys are entertaining.
They're tired.
They're fighting though. They're fighting.
They are fighting.
Oh my goodness. And they're letting it go. Look at that. Cox is throwing some punches. And he's actually landing some. And Emil is fighting, but he's not punching. He's pushing and putting his head down and grabbing and jumping and just as I say that, he lands 2 or 3 punches and an 8 count. Oh my goodness. Just as I say he was throwing everything but punching, he punches.
Wow.
Emil Galoszewski came in. And
there it is.
There it is. That is a great fight. Look at Emil. He hits the ground looking for his shoes.
He's exhausted.
They're on your feet, Emil. They're on your feet.
Emil is exhausted. Good
oh, my
fight.
goodness.
Good last fight for these two boxers.
And that's the way to finish off a novice card. That is the way to finish it off.
Wasn't pretty. Wasn't boxing.
It was beautiful. What are you talking about?
It was fighting.
George, that was beautiful. that was like two animals just fighting for the last scrap of food in the cage. That was like a cage fight. It was like whoever loses this fight doesn't eat. You know, it was good. It was great. I tell you what, Marcus Cox, I want to see more of you. Just train, do some running, and don't run to the fridge, my man. Do some running. You got some skill. And Emil Galoszewski, we'll see more of you because I want to see more of you too.
Unanimous decision for your winner. Boxing out of the red corner.
All right.
Represented by Ivy Boxing Club, Emil Galoszewski.
All right. Last shout out, Suzanne Dietrich, Felipe Gomez, and Anthony Quattrochi. Hello to all of yous. All right. And Price Taylor, before we was calling him Drago and stuff like that. Michael Mike, Michelle Mike. Wow. There we go. That's great. Last commercial or no?
Yeah, we're going to put on one last commercial.
Or either that or wave the towel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know what? That might be a good idea.
All right, listen. Listen, if you got law problems, we got law answers. All right? Call our boy over here, Norm Steinman, at, what is it, 646-600-NORM. Norm, all right? He'll tilt the scales for you with his boxing ability and his lawyer skills, all right? Get him, call him. You got law problems, you got a lawsuit, you're getting sued, you want to sue, you got legal problems, hey, go to Norm. Tell him Pug Life sent you.
That's right, Norm Steinman.
All right, George, so let's wrap it up, baby.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up now. So listen, tune in tomorrow, again, here on Pug Life Chronicles on Facebook. You're going to watch us here. We're going to be out of Main Street Boxing in Mount Vernon, New York, tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Or thereabouts.
And do we shout out our new director, George?
Yeah, we're trying a new
Zoolander,
director.
right? It's Zoolander?
No, it's not Zoolander.
Oh, what is it?
Come on, man.
It starts with Zoo.
Yes. Zuleika. Zuleika's
Zuleika.
joining us here. Zuleika, get in here, Zuleika. Come on.
All right.
hello.
Zuleika, what's up? How you doing,
Zuleika.
Zoo? How you doing?
With all the action
right.
and going to the different camera angles.
She is
stuff.
not a Los Angeles Laker. She is a Zuleika.
That's right.
That's right. And what country is that from? That name? Brazilian. How cool is that? Zuleika
Cool.
from Brazil.
Cool.
Wow. All right, George. So
Listen.
what do we got to say to these people to sign off?
So tomorrow night, remember, 6 o'clock. This is the Ringmasters Tournament. Thank you so much again for joining us. For Pug Life, the entire staff, George Zayas, Dave C., Zuleika, this is Pug Life.
Pug
See you
Life.
tomorrow.